Hey everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Modern Age by Green Ronin Publishing. This is our session 0, and I am the Game Master, Johannanon.
I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary, and that's just because it's Friday and we're playing Modern Age, and I'm feeling like we're best friends today. Speaking of best friends, I would like to introduce our brand new friend, Mr. Kapow.
Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Kapow, or you can also call me Michael. I'm from the Nat 20 Productions channel, and also I run a ttrpg YouTube channel called Fantastic Tales of Adventure.
Everybody, my name is Robert. I'm good friends with Fresh Out the Box, and I am here to build a character and get started with Modern Age.
Absolutely. So, I don't think you guys know very much about Modern Age at all.
Nope.
But it uses the Age system, which is a system developed by Green Ronin Publishing. You roll 3d6. Usually, if you're doing it in real life, you're going to want to use one that's a different color. I use 2 green and a white. The third dice it counts towards the roll, but it is also what is known as the drama dice. And that generates what are called stunt points, and that's kind of one of the things that sets the system apart. There are a bunch of different stunts you can choose from when you roll doubles. It's very fun, very cool. I enjoy it a lot.
So if you roll doubles and you succeed, then your
stunt
die is the one that you get that many points.
Okay.
And that's really the game is just a pretty straightforward 3d6 system where you add somewhere between 1 and 5. Usually the numbers are pretty small. And your health is the same as your luck points. So to reflect that you're a hero, you have all these abilities to change the scene, but you're using your livelihood to do it. So at some point you've affected the scene so much with your points that now you have to start taking real injuries if people are shooting at you because you don't have your luck to survive, getting shot at anymore.
Yeah, your fortune is kind of like your overshield. Whether it be narrative or just, you moving out of the way of stuff. So this game, we're going to be playing, this is Modern Age. They're all different kinds of age systems. On Thursdays, we play The Expanse. Just like the show, just like the books. It uses the same system. So
Jahan, you know what I love about The Expanse?
What?
You know what I love about The Expanse? That it was a tabletop game that was based on Modern D20 that 2 guys played, and then they wrote their game and turned it into books, and then they sold their books to Amazon as a TV show. And then that TV show was so successful that they licensed it to be made into a tabletop role-playing game that is its own game and not Modern D20. So we've come full circle, and I love that.
Gotta respect the hustle.
I would love that level of success someday, where your tabletop game is so good that you get a tabletop game based on your tabletop campaign.
Yeah, no, that's the dream. That's the dream.
Absolutely. After you make the TV show, then you make a game based on your game. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm definitely excited
I
for
action figures of myself.
So, Mr. Kraut, what do you tend to play? What's your gaming experience?
I've been playing a lot of TTRPG ever since way back in the day, back in the long time ago when Borders was still around.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to play. I kind of want to hear more about the setting that we're going to be traversing through.
Oh yeah. No, the setting is going to be, so we're going to be playing Green Ronin's Threefold system. Or not system, campaign setting. And it honestly, while it was being described to me, it sounded a lot, if you've seen Loki, if you've seen Marvel's Loki and the TVA, all that stuff, it sounds a lot like that. I brought that up to the creator, and he's like, yeah, while we were watching, we were like, but so it is a multiverse. You can travel from Earth to Earth using these boxes, essentially. So I'm gonna give this to you in a nutshell, so it's a little easier to grasp. Some of the some of the Earths have gates to different dimensions. They could be like hell dimensions or like other planes, kind of D&D style. We're not gonna get into that immediately per se. They're around. Your characters might not be aware of that, but so you guys are gonna be from an Earth, a version of Earth. Whether you're all from the same Earth or not, it's really up to you. Baseline, I'm going to have it easy for everyone to understand. Our central Earth is going to be regular. It's just normal ass world, so that everyone knows like the jumping off point. Okay. But you know, you can go to the next one over, and I don't know, everyone could be 9 feet tall, and you know, covered in hair. You don't know.
So earlier, before the stream started, I made a comment about background on Roll20 that I'm looking at on my other monitor here.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a certain old TV show called Sliders.
Yes. Very much.
So are we purposely going to these different Earths, or are we like going through different Earths trying to find our way home or something?
Well, I mean, much like in the show, the first one was on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So you never really know. But it really depends on your characters and your motivations. If I feel like your character is going to need prodding, you know, it could be unintentional kind of thing. Whatever you guys make, I will facilitate the rest, you know, so you don't necessarily have to worry about that.
What is the silliness level that you're targeting for? Like a Rick and Morty type of silliness multiverse? Okay, less silly.
Yeah.
Like maybe like, I don't know, like DC Constantine type of magic adjacent.
Yes.
Okay.
So magic can be dark and gritty. Magic does exist. Technology, high levels of technology can exist. You can be from lots of different planes, lots of different worlds, and they can have different laws of physics and all kinds of stuff like that. It is very open.
Okay. So your central Earth, that's basically want to know is like the technology like us here right now in actual world level or higher, and also is magic and all that stuff common, or is that more of a still kind of an unknown type of thing?
So so it is going to be kind of regular in the base world, which you don't have to be from. You can be from a different world, but it is going to be kind of baseline, normal everyday technology, maybe with like some advanced technologies, maybe through like advanced government agencies, that kind of thing, because there are going to be people on this Earth that are aware of the multiverse, that kind of thing. Magic is not common on this Earth, but it can happen. It is possible. But it's not like people don't know. You know what I mean?
Okay.
In my head, the setting is almost like like Marvel Avengers. So there's S.H.I.E.L.D. and they've got super advanced technology, and there's not really any magic or powers that anyone in the world has except for where the camera is focused.
That's probably actually a pretty good way to frame that. It is kind of like that. If you tell me you're from this world and you have magic, that's weird, but it's okay. It means that you are aware of things. Also, so one of the things that exists in this multiverse, there is a multiversal police that exists. They're going to come up. There are also people that are trying to conquer the domains. There are entire planes ruled by demigods, that kind of thing. I'm not necessarily going to like be focused on that at first, but yeah. And it's gonna a lot of it's gonna depend on what you guys steer towards. Because I'm flexible.
But let's just say, like the regular, Joe Smo on the street, he doesn't know any of this, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you showed somebody in the multiverse, their head would explode. Yeah. Pretty much.
All right.
That's about where you're at with it. So there are several books that this spreads across. You all have access to the basic book, the Modern Age basic book. Also, the Threefold setting does have additional character rules that you can use, as does the Modern Age companion, which I don't want to overwhelm you with choices. But just for anyone watching, there are a lot of supplements available for the setting already. It is an established thing.
For somebody who's like complete noob at this setting, is there something like classes or like something like that, like these choices?
The way that this works is actually really cool. So in this game, you get these sort of focuses that are almost like perks if you're familiar with the D&D system. So you get these kind of easy passives. And then at level 4, you get more advanced talents than the usual focuses. And so at that point, if you have, say, 2 points in computers and 2 points in security, well, then you can take hacker, and then you'll get more things. So you don't have a class, but you can build towards a tree.
Okay.
So there's
I was going to say, it's like a MMORPG kind of talent tree a little bit.
It really is. It's a really cool kind of talent tree they have.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's a lot of flexibility with the character creation. You can start off one way, end up another. I had a character in our other game. She started off as the mechanic and is now a like heavy hammer wielding badass
with an electric hammer.
With an electric hammer.
Nice.
So we're going to start off very simple. I'm going to start guiding you guys through this now that we've kind of established some base understanding of what's going on. Obviously, we're going to leave some mystery. But character creation starts on page 10 of the Modern Age basic rulebook. And the steps are concept, abilities, background, profession, and drive. After that, resources and equipment, health, defense, toughness, and speed, goals, ties, and relationships, and obviously name and description. So it's pretty standard, you know. We're just gonna go one at a time, and we're just gonna start figuring things out. At the end of this, you don't have to have a character finished if you don't like fully know what you want yet. If you want to think about it, but we're gonna start going through it.
Concept. I might want to summon weapons.
Okay.
That's all I've got right now. I think I want to summon weapons. I'd be like a weapon master who looks like they're unarmed and then isn't.
It is possible. It is possible to do stuff like that for sure. So that's it. Yeah, I mean, concepts can be as simple as that. They can get more complicated. So who is your character? What inspires your idea? Like, what's the basis? You could say, like, Rick from Rick and Morty. You could say the main character from Sliders. Whoever you want, really. Or you could just say, like, I want to be a priest. I don't know. Something like that. You don't have to have that part now, but that's the jumping off point. After that, you choose your abilities. Modern Age characters are defined by 9 abilities. These are equatable to, like, Dungeons and Dragons ability scores. So they're scored numerically from -2 to +4. +4 is truly outstanding. +4 is great. -2, you suck. You suck real bad. A score of 1 is considered average. 0 is considered average for normal people. 1 is considered average for, like, y'all, because you guys are extraordinary.
Okay. That's good to know. Okay, so 0 is average for, like, the regular dude.
For regular people.
Got it.
Yeah. So if you want to be as smart as just a regular ass dude, 0. But yeah, your character's scores provide a useful snapshot description of what everything does. The abilities are accuracy, communication, constitution, dexterity, fighting, intelligence, perception, strength, and willpower. Those are they.
So it looks like we can either do stat rolls with 3d6s, or we can do a point buy.
Yes.
And it's option 1 and 2 here on page 12.
I don't mind either way. What do you guys want to do? I enjoy the randomness of rolling, because you can get truly badass characters, but you can also get really sucky ones. So,
Yeah.
That's true.
I think I'm
I
actually
kind of like the
gonna let
rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the dice decide on this one. I think.
okay. What you agree, Michael?
I'm actually kind of I'm usually a fan of point buys.
You can do
Like-
point buy if you want.
Yeah. I
In
think I'm
the
gonna go.
point
I'm gonna go
buy-
with a point buy.
It looks really like a pretty simple point buy. You just start with zeros in all of your stats,
Mhm.
and you have 12 points to spend. Each ability costs 1, and no ability can be greater than 3.
You know what? This is what I do. Anytime I have a choice, I flip a coin.
Uh-oh.
I always flip a coin. Let luck decide. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, heads. I'm gonna go. Dice roll. Tails. Point buy. Going. Dice roll.
Yeah, welcome to the party.
Do it.
All right.
Nice.
So, you don't have to do them in the order. So, like, you're not doing accuracy first. You can assign them after the fact. But yeah, you're gonna be rolling. Oh, damn. So
How
Gary
many
already
dice are we
started.
rolling?
You need 9 of these, right?
Is that what I need?
I believe so.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Oh, he's rolling. Oh, he's doing it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're
6,
rolling on D20. I forgot.
8. I have one more.
And you mentioned the stats are from -2 to 4, right?
Yes. So it's not a 1 for
Okay.
1. So like when you roll a 10, you're not getting 10. There's a conversion table.
Oh, okay, cool. Got
Yes.
it.
So Gary,
Yes, I'm ready to write down the numbers as you tell me, and then I'll rearrange them in a moment.
yes. So Gary has rolled a 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 8, 12, 8, 16. And so those are going to be 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. Not bad.
There should be one more, right?
Nah, that's 9.
I have 1, 1, 2,
Uh-huh.
1, 0, 2.
No, 1, 1, 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 1, 0.
And then, yeah, 2, 0, 3.
2. Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. So, not bad. Gary has all positive stats. He even has a pretty high one. It's not bad. Who wants to go next?
Oh man, I guess I'll go next. Oh man, you took all the. Oh man, you rolled so good. Ah, all
I
right,
did.
let's do
Some of
this.
those were hot, man.
Okay, and let me see here. Actually, go ahead, Michael. I'm such a noob for roll 20. I want to make sure I'm figuring out how to roll this right.
I'm in the
What's the
same.
typing command?
I'm in the same boat as you did.
So
So-
type in
Okay.
/roll space 3d6 and then
Instead-
copy it. And then
I would
paste it
say instead of doing that command, Robert, you can use your mouse to go over to the
You can-
left side, and there's the D20 over there on the toolbar. If you hover your
Oh,
mouse
cool.
over it, does a pop-out menu, so you can just click 3d6.
Okay, cool. I'll do that then.
And if it becomes a whole lot more dice, then you'll have to use roll commands like Jahan was saying.
Yeah.
Okay. 3d6. I'm gonna go ahead and roll 9 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be 9. I think. 4, 5, 6,
Yes.
7, 8. All right, it's 9.
Those are hilarious rolls.
I see that 7. I'm like, oh yeah.
You do have a 7, but you have like your rolls are interesting. So Robert has rolled an 11, 10, 11, 9. That's not right. did not roll a 3. 11, 10, 11, 9, 16. My bad. I converted it for some reason automatically, like some sort of robot. So yeah, 11, 10, 11, 9, 16, 7, 13, 13, 13. Which, your 3 13s in a row are tripping me out a little bit.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And they're different, too. It's like,
So
Yeah,
11,
they're all different.
11, so you got a 1, you got a 1, you got a 1, you got another 1, damn. So your first 4 are 1s, then you got a 3, 7 is still just a 0. 13s,
okay.
all your 13s are gonna be 2s.
That's not bad.
all right.
And I think he actually rolled better than you. Alright, Mr. Kapow.
Right.
All right.
Mr. Michael, sir.
So how do I roll again?
So over on the left of the Roll20 screen, there's like a little toolbar, and one of the things on that toolbar is like a D20. If you hover your mouse over that, it should do a pop out of all these different dice quick rolls.
Okay.
And then just click the 3 on the D6 line, and that'll spit out 3D6 for you.
Oh, I think I messed up.
Yeah, you click the single D6. Go over to where it says 3.
2 to the right.
Roll 3.
Oh yeah, you could
Roll
also
3
type it.
D6. Try this now. All right. So 9 times, right?
Yes.
1. Right. Right.
Not bad.
2. 3.
These 13.
4. 5.
Oh, my God.
6. 7. 8. 9.
Oh, whoa.
You good?
Man.
16.
Bro, your stats are
Ooh.
go hard.
Oh, those are good. Those are good.
Sheesh.
So
Nice.
our friend Mr. Kapow here has gotten 13, 13, 9, 13, 16, 12, 12, 8, 16. So your stats are going to be 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 2, 0, 3. So you guys just rolled better and better as it went on.
And I was happy with my rolls. I still am. I'm still happy.
Guys all
No
did good,
negatives for anybody.
Yeah. Most of us didn't get the bottom half of the dice,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah, no one got any negatives. Not a
Whoever
single
joins
negative.
us. Whoever joins
I'm
us for the one shot is going to roll all like 2s and 3s on their die.
Yeah.
Isn't that always the case?
Mm,
Protect the one shot character.
So yeah, if you for whatever reason lose these numbers, I have them. Just FYI, I do have your numbers.
Oh, let me repeat mine back to you because I rearranged them and I want to make sure I didn't fudge one. They are now rearranged, so it's 3 1 1 1 2 0 2 0 1.
Does it matter if they're arranged differently?
You can rearrange them, but I know the way it's written down on his list, it might be harder to check
So
off.
on mine, you have 5 1s, 2 0s, a 3, and a 2.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I had one of those 2s as a. I need one of those 1s was a 2, so I'll switch that and I'm good.
Oh, yeah, no, you're actually right.
Okay. Okay.
I made one of your 12s 1 unnecessarily. So haha, good job.
So 4 1s, 2 2s, a 3, and 2 0s. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, 2 2s, 2 0s, and a 3. Yeah, correct. So yeah, you guys now have your arrays. You have your stat arrays. I like that you get to roll stats in this setting. It's been a while since I played a game that you get to do that in. But now you have ability focuses. These are things that, once you figure out more about your character, you can pick these. You don't have to do it right now. But an ability focus is an area of specialty or expertise within a broader ability. Like intelligence generally determines how smart you are, but research is focused on, obviously, research. Focuses add detail and definition to your character. While there may be another character in the group who has the same fighting score, you might have focus of brawling. Pretty sure, so you can kind of make up focuses, I think, right?
Yes, that's correct, because there's new focuses in all the different settings and all the different books. So it's just kind of up to game master and player imagination, so long as you know what can and can't be added and
I
rolled.
do think some of these feed into like talents, but this is the list here. So for example, accuracy, assault rifles, bows, black powder weapons, grenades, long arms. You're choosing a focus, choosing something you're good at, and you'll add additional points to rolls using that.
Yeah, there's that paragraph right there, John, where it says these are the focuses right here listed, but the game master can introduce new ones to suit the campaign, and the other age setting books, of course, have their own.
Cool. So yes, these are the current ones. Obviously, since we are playing in the Threefold setting, you can take them from there. In case you want to play someone from a different plane, maybe someone that travels already, kind of thing. You can pick stuff like that. And those
Now I
are
need to
on
go
page
open the Threefold.
29 of the Threefold sheet. Not to get you too confused. This is our first session 0 where there's been multiple books, really, for character creation.
Alright.
After that, you're going to do your backgrounds. So these don't have to be rolled, but you can if you want to. But you do pick from these, and they kind of give you stuff for your thing, for your character.
Anybody feel like rolling on these background tables? I'm currently flipping through the Threefold book to see what background options they have.
Yeah, they're all background options there as well, which is cool. So the background origins, you can kind of choose if you want to be. You might wind up from a regular Earth, you might wind up from a multiversal place, or you might wind up from another dimension, like a hell dimension.
Oh.
That's on page 30 of the Threefold book. And you can look at that. You don't have to roll. You can just look at what they are and pick if you want to. Actually looking at it right now. I haven't looked at these yet. These are pretty cool.
Say if your character doesn't know their background, could they still have one of these special Threefold backgrounds?
If you don't know yours, you can either pick one that you would like to be revealed to you later, or roll it, or I could roll it secretly if you wanted. And like not tell you. It's a boy!
Yeah, there's some cool things, like this one I just stumbled on is cryptognist? Okay. You were raised by the Cryptaria to be a human computer, able to handle their sensitive data without using machines that might be stolen or hacked. Your mental acuity, nurtured by intense training, you wanted for nothing except freedom. You achieved your independence and now have a life of your own, but the Cryptaria may still require your gifts. So that's just a setting-specific background that I like. You work at a junkyard and then you start noticing the strange objects that are from other worlds and you start collecting them. So there's some neat flavor out here among these.
There is. So yeah, essentially what you would pick is you would roll on the background origin first, and those can kind of feed, they can add layers to your character. Let me see. I'm actually going to make sure I know how this works. So it looks like you roll on the original table first. Yes. Okay. So you're going to find out what your social class is first. which is on page 13 of the first book.
Interesting.
Which is also something
I'll
you
do
can
that.
pick.
I think I'm gonna roll it. I like the. I'll let him pick, and then maybe like with that starting bit, I'll be able to kind of like funnel into something. So I kind of have an idea for a guy, but I'm curious. Yeah.
Go ahead and give me that
Let's do
D6
it.
roll, friend.
I'm gonna do a D6. D6.
If Robert's letting the dice decide, I will too.
Oh wow! Look at that. I can get a bank loan.
Middle class.
Looking good. Nice.
Not bad.
Okay.
Oh shit! I rolled a 2.
Lower class.
You were bad.
Yeah, you don't have to roll, Michael, if you don't want to.
I don't think I'm gonna roll on this one.
Yeah.
I was looking through some of the backgrounds here that they have, and I have kind of an idea for a character. I think I'm just gonna go with. It's very simple. Where is it? Where is it? It's gonna go with urban.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a lower class, and then the urban background.
Yeah.
We're okay. Let me see what's down here.
Okay.
Junker. Mm.
Anyone have any
You
more?
got it.
Any more backgrounds on the Modern Companion book?
Yes, I think Jahan said there were. I need to go look at them up too. I bet they're cool.
So those get into custom backgrounds,
Oh snap!
Oh.
which, if you have something you really are feeling, I can help you achieve it.
It also seems to have fantastical backgrounds.
Really?
On page 10, they start, and it goes down after that. They're after the customs.
Gotcha. Fantastical backgrounds, yes. They have... those don't look that fantastical.
I think I'd like to roll over here. See what happens.
Over where?
Over here on this fantastical backgrounds.
Okay.
Now that I've rolled lower class, I'll
Where-
keep it, but I'd like to roll, I don't know. Maybe I might roll anomaly, and that could be neat.
Where's that thing you're looking at, Gary?
It is
Page
the
10
modern...
of the Modern Age Companion, not the basic rules.
Correct.
Oh.
So there are now 3 books that we have open.
Yeah.
Got it. I got them. I'm ready. Okay. Page
Cool,
10.
Gary.
Oh, this is cool.
The twosies.
Military.
Military. I thought it was Bohemian.
You're looking at lower class?
Oh, you're lower class.
Oh yeah, you're right. Perfect. That's way better than Bohemian. I'll take military.
Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting. Was not expecting that from Gary.
Me either.
Oh. Okay. A soldier.
Let me.
It's funny, I already arranged my stats for accuracy to be my highest one, so the dice don't lie.
We have to roll that because I'm looking at the backgrounds. It says next to the background, it says 2d6 roll. Are we doing that or?
Backgrounds 2d6 roll. Yeah, you can.
Oh,
do
right.
that,
The
yes.
user focus.
What is it?
Let's see. All right, so you are urban,
I
right?
think it.
Yeah.
So urban, those are on page. Let's see, suburban's
18.
on 17. Urban is on page 18. So this is going to give you a benefit now.
You may actually not want to roll this. You get any one of those benefits
Yeah, you can choose
as
if you
like your starting perk.
Okay. Just
So
get one, right?
Yes, any
Yes.
one. So if you roll, you may not get, something great.
Kind of curious. How does perception work in this game?
Any sensing of any kind.
And then later you can get, I have seeing also on top of perception, so I get an extra like +1 for perception and then +2 for seeing, so I end up getting a +3 altogether.
So
you
could. All right, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so you can actually like skill train your senses after perception.
So would you say like something like perception, would that work towards like if you get the willies?
That's probably that bottom statistic. Isn't willpower down there?
I don't think they have willpower.
Yeah, willpower is the last stat.
Oh,
So-
stat. Okay.
Yep, that would be. I think that's fighting off the willies.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that would be not giving interfere, but sensing it. I'm not actually positive about that. Are you wanting to be sensitive? Is that what you kind of want?
I kind of want to be like, are you familiar with the PC character, the elongated man? You know how he sometimes gets the willies around mysteries, or his nose kind of twitches?
Mm.
I want a character that says, I got the willies.
You want to be able
I'm
to
getting
sense.
bad vibes.
You wanna
Vibe
have,
check.
like-
I want to be the vibe check guy.
See, that's intuition.
Ah.
I feel. And let's see, what would that be in this setting?
So empathy perception is also what I have. Or yeah, it's empathy perception.
Let me read.
So I would think that they would use a similar mechanic.
Yeah, perception is the ability to detect things using any of the character's senses. So it could be an intuition. Could be how you flavor that. Because willpower is just self-control and discipline and fortitude and confidence. So that's not really the right thing. I think perception would be what you're looking for.
Okay. I think then, if that's the case, I'm probably going to go with perception then.
Oh, someone's making an observant character. That's a first for me.
I like mysteries. I mean, in my my other game, I literally play an investigator.
Yeah. No, I did too. It was funny. We had some people missing from a game, and we had two characters that were kind of dumber, and they were the ones that showed up, and they couldn't notice shit.
Yeah, that was I was one of them. We were
Gary
like
was one of them, yeah.
we were like two barbarians, and our perception gunsman was gone, and our intelligence dynamite guy was gone, and so all we could do was Hulk smash everything.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Hey, that's a route. That's a route, and that's a choice.
It
That's
is a
correct.
choice. It was fun.
I ended up ripping the leg off of a Wild West water tower and smashing it onto a group of ne'er-do-wells.
Nice.
It got out of hand. No one was there to stop them. It was really funny.
So let me interrupt again, Jahan.
Yeah.
So if you're building your character, you're looking at your background, and if you pick a focus, the way to implement that into your character sheet is to click the focuses tab and go down, type it into what main skill focus it's in. Like mine was communication leadership.
Yeah.
So you can add that all in there on your character sheet, and then it reflects back on the front page.
Yes.
If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, if you have trouble with the character sheets, we can work with you. It's not a problem.
Oh.
It's cool. They're also, you can change these from threefold character sheets to any of the age system sheets, which is cool.
Okay. I'm also. Oh, sorry.
I think. Oh no, yeah, you're good.
I was gonna say. So also on the bottom of each of these, tables, there's this thing called, it says ability, and then it gives like a plus bonus stat, focus, communication, or something, and then also a talent and two choices.
Yes.
I'm guessing
So,
we're gonna get into that later.
you do get those.
You get all of that.
You get all of that for being urban.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In addition to the thing that you picked from above.
Gotcha.
So you're going to get +1 dex. You get to choose communication, persuasion, or constitution stamina. And then you can go look at the talents, and you can choose free running or misdirection. Which can lead to a pretty cool character. It actually sounds like you're going to be good at, like, running down the lead, maybe, or noticing stuff, or that kind of, I don't know. It does sound like you're building a thing, and it's pretty cool.
You would think so, but I'm gonna wait till reveal because I'm thinking this is where my character's gonna go down the line, but I don't want to, lock it in yet.
Yeah.
I got a +1 to my fighting here on my background, so later when my stats are off by 1 and you're wondering where that extra number came from, this is it.
Okay. Not a
So
problem.
I was looking at the threefold backgrounds, and I found one that is so opposite of who I am that I have to pick it. And it's a middle class one.
Yeah.
It's Cryptid Hunter. Anyone who knows me just knows that I don't mess with the paranormal at all. Like if there was a ghost behind one of you, I would just log off of life and move to Canada. But so yeah, I'm definitely picking this one. It's apparently some sort of like person fascinated by the weird and supernatural, and it would often trespass into haunted locales and nearby ponds and do other stuff like cemeteries. So I think I'm gonna go with this one because the character I was thinking of originally in our talk with the creator, kind of I feel like that would match that a little bit. So I'm gonna do it.
Let me make a note of
I
that.
have no idea what to do for the benefits though, but I'll just roll for that.
You don't have to. You
seems
can
to
pick,
be-
but you also are going to get the top block. You're going to get +1 intelligence, and then you can choose a focus, either intelligence research or willpower courage. And you can also pick contacts or scouting as talents. We'll go over talents in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so far it sounds like you guys all have pretty different and complementary characters, and I like it. It seems like a good party so far.
I am going to blast you with the question that you won't know the answer to, and you're not going to like it, but I think we're just going to have to figure it out. I looked, and I'm looking at the background thing for my character. It says I get to pick a fighting style.
Yes.
I control F the document, and there is no list of fighting styles. So I don't know if it means just to pick like hand-to-hand or sword fighting or melee or what it wants, but it doesn't give examples, and there are none listed.
Interesting. Is this under soldier?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'll figure it out for you, buddy. That's my
Thank
job.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It may be just giving us the agency to decide that.
Yeah, it might just be something you choose. Like, just
And
like,
if so,
I want to
that's
do
fine.
judo.
I just want to make sure I'm not doing it wrong.
I'm sure you're fine. Let's see. I'm almost there. Soldier.
But I feel like if you pick judo or boxing or taekwondo, it doesn't really matter what you picked because it's still, you just picked hand-to-hand combat, so maybe it means something else.
It might. Oh, there it is. Military. Okay. So, one combat style or observation. So it says it's a talent.
So just go through the talent combat styles and just find one that I like?
Yes.
I will go to talents and report back.
I got a question here. On one of the focus choices, it says Constitution, Stamina. Isn't that the same thing?
So Constitution is going to be your general hardiness. Stamina will come up during specific tests, like when you're trying to continue to run long distance or like do stuff for an extended period of time.
Also, Constitution is one of your primary statistics, and Stamina will probably be a focus under Constitution.
Yeah, Stamina is a focus under Constitution.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide between Communication, Persuasion, or Constitution, Stamina. That's a toughie.
Yeah, Constitution is going to be overall health, fortitude, and resistance to harm, illness, and fatigue. And then Stamina will just... Essentially, you'll be able to add a bonus to anything that has to do with not getting tired.
Ah, okay.
And then, like, the Expanse, I know Stamina is what you use. That's the focus they want you to use when you're trying to resist heavy gravitational forces during high G maneuvers.
Hmm.
That's the example I can think of off the top.
Okay. And misdirection is just basically that, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Look over there. Let's see. And it does actually have mechanical benefits, so I can go look. So now we are kind of on talents. So
I'm trying to
One
figure
quick
out.
question before we go to
yeah,
talents.
all the questions you
Sorry.
want, Robert.
There's a focus called communication investigation.
Yes.
Usually I'm pretty good at putting that one into like a thought, but kind of walk me through what that means.
Communication investigation is going to be when you are investigating by talking to people.
Okay.
So, like when you're canvassing a crime scene, or when you're interviewing witnesses, that kind of thing. When you're communicating to get information, essentially. In that specific instance, you would get a bonus.
Okay. I think I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So far, I like all your characters.
That to my...
I'm trying to decide right now. Do I want to be a talker or do I want to be a runner?
That's a big choice.
Yeah.
You can be a little bit of both.
Okay.
Also, stuff that you don't take now, a lot of these options are available to take during level ups.
Page 50 of the Threefold Compendium. This is where I'd like you to direct your attention, John. There's a weapon and shield style there, which falls within my fighting style thing. And if I want to do some Captain America business, can I flavor that way? That it's the weapon and shield might just be shield and shield. I might change my mind.
You can do weapon and shield. I don't care.
Okay, yep, that's where I'm going.
If that's what you want to do, brother.
So I also went with like tactics and a bunch of stuff like that to lead to be more of a leader type.
Okay. Nah, so far you guys are all pretty cool. Cryptid Hunter, I was not expecting. That's fun.
And like later on in the game when you level up and everything, you could just pick you could pick other focuses that's not on this table,
yes.
right? Okay.
This list is not your list, and once you're done with the character creation, it's open season.
Gotcha. I like that. I was a little worried that I was going to be locked in.
Nope. No locking in here. You can pick anything you want, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I can actually go to advancements.
I think I'm gonna start off as a runner. Actually, that fits with my idea that I've been kind of going towards. And go with Constitution, Stamina, and free running.
Nice.
Hell
You're
yeah.
a parkour guy. That's pretty dope.
Parkour.
I haven't had one of those in a game in a while. That should be interesting. But yeah, gaining levels. Essentially, when I feel like you guys have like accomplished a significant goal, I'll give you a level. It doesn't use typical experience like other games. It's more like when you guys did a thing, you guys advance.
So it's a milestone thing, right?
Yeah, milestone. It's D&D milestones is pretty much what it is. Yeah. And so you gain some health. Your toughness might go up a bit at certain levels, every 4 levels, I believe. And then you're also going to get to pick some, let's see, ability advancements. You get one advancement to spend on one ability of your choice. Cannot be the same ability 2 levels in a row. So your stuff's going to go up. All of your base stats go up slowly over time. You can also choose a new ability focus, and it's anything. There's no like set class list. And then you'll also get a talent improvement. So talents in the system, they're like feats, but they have tiers: novice, like expert, and master, I think. Whatever talent you have right now, it's novice. But you can either advance that to the next level or take a fresh novice talent during level ups. And then what's that?
And you said that I think earlier you said whenever you level up, you cannot level the same stat that you level up previously, right?
Yes. Okay. So like you can't do strength 2 levels in a row, but you can do it every other level. I guess it's just a way to stop people from just being like, ah.
Yeah,
Up
since
to
the
being the
numbers
Hulk.
are so low in this game, you steamroll really fast if you're able to put up everything in one level after the other.
Yeah.
It basically takes you until level 4 to really be able to do that big pump this way, so you don't just start off steamrolling.
Unless you rolled Michael, in which case, one level after, you're now truly outstanding.
No joke.
The character's just running like the entire time. Where is he? Like a mile down there.
Make your character a speedster.
That's
You're already so
Torre.
close.
What is going on here?
You're gonna be like Will Smith in Men in Black.
Or in cartoons, you know, when something bad happens, you see like the dust cloud of a person and he's already gone.
Yeah.
Mm,
Are we in
Gone.
profession? Is that where, or did I miss?
I
Did
think
I
so,
miss that?
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
profession step 4. So we're gonna go there.
Okay.
Your character's profession describes what they do, their vocation and training, and often how they earn a living. Your character's profession provides the following benefits: a choice of one of 2 specific focuses, a choice of one of 2 specific talents, starting health scores, and a starting resource score. Money works funny in this system as well. I hope you guys like it. It's interesting, to say the least. So professions below your class, you can choose a profession from a social class below your table. If you choose or roll for professions of a lower social class, your character gains an additional resource per class that their role social. It's going to make sense in a second. That's weird math, but yeah. So you pick what you actually do. You should go to your social class, or you can go below it if you want to earn under your station, as it were. And you're just kind of picking your day job. Yeah, no? Those are on page 18. And I'm actually going to go check to make sure, see if there's any in this threefold setting.
There
Threefold
are, and
one.
they
There's
are
some on, like,
awesome.
43. I've already got which one I want. It's oh man, I'm so excited.
I'm looking
43,
at
you
one.
said?
Well, that's the one I'm looking at is on. Well, the one I'm looking at is 45, but it's like I think 41 to like 47ish.
Okay.
So for you,
What you interested in here, buddy?
I think I'm gonna do the Omni Chronicler.
Omni...
So it says you're a citizen and
Okay.
chronicler, yeah.
Omni...
You're a citizen inhabitant of Primeline Earth who knows other histories that alts exist, and my job is to document them, and based on interviews with operatives, physical evidence they bring back, remains of their occasional incursions into the Primeline, that's a good one, and sometimes direct fact-finding expeditions. You're most likely employed by a part of this group that I don't know what that is.
Oh, is it the Aethon
and other
Tactical
things.
Corps?
So,
No,
it's Paradexion.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
That.
But Atheon
So,
and
I
even
think-
the Crypto employ Omni Chroniclers, so it could be Atheon.
So I'm thinking about being an Aethon Tactical Corps.
Interesting. And for the kids at home, what does that mean?
So it means I was trained by Aethon to defend Earth against threats from multiple planes and timelines, not to mention enemies embedded in the Prime Line. Monsters and sorcerers lurk behind planar gates, accelerators twist science to monstrous ends, and adepts summon hell to Earth with their rituals. But in the end, it only matters where the enemy comes from, that information that helps you destroy it. You're a post-human soldier, as much a platform for tactical tech as a spy or warfighter. You may be fully aware of Aethon, or you may be a secondary asset who believes they work for some unnamed espionage or paramilitary group.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I'm a SHIELD agent.
Kind of, yeah. So yeah, it sounds like both of you could either be aware of who you work for or not know at all. Which could be interesting.
Mhm. And when it refers to Prime Line, when it's saying Prime Line, what does that mean?
So Prime Line is like what is considered the true timeline. And it's kind of a fucked up idea.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a good thing, really. It's like they'll sometimes, if you've seen Loki, they'll destroy branch realities sometimes and that kind of thing. Like they'll wipe out whole timelines.
Okay.
But yeah, they're trying to. Their whole thing is they're trying to keep order, but they're only keeping order for what they choose. That like what that means to them. So you might not agree with what they decide. Like order to them could mean killing all the mutated people of like planet Earth 375 or something, you know. Like, nah, those guys look weird. Let's get them, kind of thing.
Okay.
Does the companion book have any professions?
Probably.
Any
I'm
pages?
in that right
I'm
now.
not. I don't see it.
I shall find out. Yeah, we have all the books, which is exciting.
So far, for the character I have, none of them is, I don't think, working really.
Yeah, you're not getting what you want.
Yeah.
What are you kind of thinking? What are you hoping for?
I want to be a delivery man.
A delivery man.
Yeah.
So there is Ace that makes you an Ace pilot or driver.
I was thinking something a little bit mundane because right now my idea is, always one of my things is I always love those characters who are mundane character put into a fantastical situation and has just a kind of freaking out, kind of like Kurt Russell in Big Trouble in Little China, or Kano from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Xander from Buffy, you know, that kind of character.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking like when I say delivery man, maybe he's like really food delivery guy, you know, like he delivers pizzas or something.
Oh no, yeah, no, I definitely feel it, because that's kind of what it seemed like, because they are doing stuff like, I feel like you're gonna get pulled into their bullshit.
Yeah, I think I like that idea because these are like two like badasses, and then it's me.
It could be interesting. So let's see. I
They
mean,
could
there's
be the two
definitely
guys from
something.
Lethal Weapon. They're the two guys from Lethal Weapon. I'm what's his name? Oh God, I'm blanking on his name. The one with he bleached his hair. Oh God, he was in Casino.
Oh, I don't know. Oh no, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember the name of the actor. I'm gonna look him up now.
Let's see.
I call Mel Gibson.
Maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna look for you. So there is athlete. You could be like a non-professional athlete kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, I just found out. Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci's character, Leo from Lethal Weapon.
Gotcha.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Holy crap. Weird memories are popping up now. Let's see, professional. So there's also professional, where you're like a white collar dude, but that's not quite it. Let's see. Because I do like delivery guy. I'm surprised there's not like a thing.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a thing. I saw something that said like laborer on the companion. You know.
Everybody wants to be a badass, but nobody wants to, you know, be the guy that does a regular job, you know, tries to hold a fort, live a good life. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, no, that's a background. Okay. Backgrounds are different than professions. Or you could be an orc. It could be exciting. I was kidding. Don't be.
Thought about that. Just because, you know, I've skipped the part where I could be a different creature, which I think would be cool.
In the threefold thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could do that if you want to.
I think I do.
You can.
What page is that?
I could come back later. I'm just like reading through this now. If you need a we need to move on, we can move on.
Yeah, we can
No,
move
it's
on a little
actually
bit for now.
you can stay with Mr. Kapow, and Robert and I are going to backtrack and look at those races real quick.
Yeah, do that and talk about it out
Yeah.
loud.
Robert, they're actually right before those professions where we were just at. It's the ancestries.
Oh, okay.
And let's see
Right.
what they have here for ancestries. So applying ancestries, they give you background abilities, background focus, background talent. Oh, so they replace that. So you lose your background stuff while taking an ancestry. So I guess that's how it balances. The first one is the Arvu. They're kind of the elves, the Fae, the fairy folk, the Yosai. Next are the Dragar, also known as Cambians, Orkney, Dokubai, Harpye.
Sound like demons to me.
They kind of look like Zabraks. They look like they go Darth Maul hard.
Because Cambion is a demon term.
Next are the Holdra, and it says they are kobold and dwarves, which I think is interesting. They're on the same list.
So what I can do for you, Mr. Kapow, is I can custom you one.
Okay.
Let's see. You guys can keep going, though.
Actually, none of these are going to win me over, I don't think. I kind of like where my background stuff is at right now.
There's also something in Threefold where you don't know that you're from another plane, so you look human. That was the thing. I think it's Changeling.
I did get some subdermal armor that came with my background, though, for being an Aethon tactical.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any backgrounds in the companion guide?
No, I couldn't find any backgrounds in the companion guide, unfortunately. But there is the ability to custom background. And with that, you can...
Go with that, then.
Yeah, so that's on page 7 of the companion guide. So you get +1 to an ability score. You get a choice of one of 2 focuses, and a choice of one of 2 talents. And then you can also pick something from this table. And it can be anything that you feel would fit into a delivery person. Are you want to be on foot like a bicycle courier, or do you want to be a pizza delivery guy?
Well, let's go with what he has. Let's go with he's the millennial, so he has a lot of these different delivery jobs.
Okay.
Sometimes he's doing Uber Eats. Sometimes he's local pizza.
There you are. Okay. You froze for
I
a
just
second.
call him I just call him delivery man. That's the
Yeah, call it delivery man. And then so give yourself +1 to maybe perception, or you could choose perception or dex. Probably would be a good 2 for a delivery guy.
Alright.
And then for ability focuses, I would say choose between dexterity driving, or what could be fun for you? Communication bargaining?
I like that actually. I like communication bargaining.
It's not bad. You could try to get a better tip, maybe, And then, for the record, I'm making this up on the spot.
Hey, great work, though.
And then you can choose an additional ability score increase or another focus. What would you like?
Really quick, I get 1 ability score bonus, and I get 1 choice of ability focus.
Yes.
Then 1 choice of 1 of 2 talents, right?
Yes.
Third one's supposed to be 1 of 2 talents, I think.
Yeah, third one's 1 of 2 talents, and then the last thing is going to be an additional ability or focus.
Okay. I'm gonna try to decide what's the talents.
Talents are cool, so we can all look at talents
Yes, we can.
because no one has done their talents yet.
That's not
Oh,
true.
okay.
Oh, yeah, you guys got some, but you don't know what they do necessarily.
And I think we get more at some point.
Yes, at some point.
I think we get another one at building phase. I just don't know when or at what point.
Yeah, let me find the talent section here.
I'm gonna jump in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give thumbs up to Captain Grimley for the Xander reference. Yeah. I know my TV.
Oh yeah,
And,
Xander's great.
And also, I want to say hi to Benching Penguin, regular in my streams. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up,
Not only hello, welcome to the entry.
Yeah,
Welcome
thanks
to
for joining
Winning
the
Age.
giveaway.
Yeah, we last night we had a giveaway, and literally only
No one wanted the books.
No one entered it until like the last 5 minutes, and I was like, why do we ask? Why do we send these emails? Why do we try to get you guys free PDFs if you just don't want to do the thing to get the free book? So thank you for wanting the free book, Avenging Penguin. I appreciate you.
So your talent choices, Mr. Kapow.
Mhm.
I would say you could choose contacts if you want. I'm gonna give you a few choices here. Let's see. There you go. Fast Fury. You're an aggressive driver, pilot, or rider, unafraid to trade paint. That's a fun one. You already have free running, I do believe.
I'm taking free for running.
Let's see.
If I take free running twice, does that make me even more freer running?
So that is a thing. You can go from novice to expert. Also, let's see, there's improvisation. You can come up with the next best solution to a problem, which is kind of like a jack of all trades kind of thing.
Yeah. Ooh, that does sound good.
I feel like that's not bad for a someone that does all these jobs.
Yeah. Oh, I'm debating. I'm between the two: upping the free running or going with improvisation. Ooh, you guys think?
So the improvisation is actually really cool because it's almost like a MacGyver feat. It's not quite written as communication only. It kind of lets you, improv. It kind of lets you think outside the box and use it. So I think I would go that way if I read.
Yeah, I'll read that one too. You can do a little bit of everything. You can make an ability test that requires a specific focus, even if you don't have that focus. You don't gain a focus bonus to the roll and don't generate stunt points on such a roll. But you always consider to have a primary focus in investigation.
What's a stunt? Really quick.
Stunt points are something. So if you look in the chat here, you can see some rolls. I can show the people at home too.
In the Roll20 chat?
In the Roll20 chat, that is. Robert did a couple of rolls. And somehow he rolled doubles both times. Which is funny. So the dice on the far right is called the drama dice. If you don't roll doubles, that dice doesn't really matter unless you roll a 6. But if you do roll doubles, whatever that dice is, you generate that many stunt points. And stunt points can be used right on the spot to do something interesting. And they have stunts for everything from exploring and investigating and social interactions to gun stunts and car stunts. And they can be anything from knock down an opponent to make somebody like you. They're very varied, and I feel like it's the cornerstone of the age system. It's very cool. So if you have improvisation, you might not be as good at something as someone that's trained in it, but you can try roles that I would say no to other people, you know?
What? I'm gonna go with improvisation. That does sound like I usually would do.
That's a good one.
Oh, and Benching Penguin posted, I love to be able to watch a ttrpg from the beginning. Actually, this is before the beginning.
Yeah, I love these session zero streams. I always advertise it as like, hey, come get to know the players and the characters as they're being made. You know, it's a really exciting time to be here.
A really funny thing about this one too is when we first started, we were talking about how usually you have a character concept, right? At least what you think you know you might want to be, like a guy who swings a big hammer, but like none of us had anything. This is so session zero. We don't even have a game plan. Robert and Kapow have not even seen the game, so this is as zero as you get. I love it.
Yeah, because we have a focus on our channel on learning and teaching, so we like new people to come in, see systems for the first time, and get to learn with us. You know, we don't want to gatekeep. If you're new to RPGs, come one, come all. You know.
No, I love that idea. I really like learning as many different systems as I can, meaning for the fact that you never know, you might find something, a mechanic that you really like, to pull into your home game.
Yeah. You know, definitely, I do that all the time. I find new stuff all the time that I love to pull in. And yeah, me and Gary's goal when we started this channel was very simple. We want to play all the games.
Love that.
And I feel like we've done a pretty good job.
We also intend on making a game, so we have a dual purpose here. As we play every single game, we're making those mental notes and cherry picking what we like out of these systems. So when we finally put pen to paper, hopefully we'll make something that is inspired by every great system.
Oh, we have Johnny. Janie?
Jenny!
Hi, Jenny.
Oh!
I love you, Jenny.
So really quick, for my background, I just want to make sure I got it right. I got Swan Dex, communication bargaining, and improvisation. Then I get one more benefit, right?
You get one more benefit, and it can either be an additional ability improvement or an additional focus. And it's up to you.
Is there a section? What's the page just to see different abilities in the core rulebook?
52 will show you good examples of like the primary focuses.
52.
And there's a lot of them.
Okay. Just ability focuses, not specialization, right?
Yes, focuses are different.
Okay, cool. If you guys want to move on ahead, I'm just going to read these really quick.
Hey, go ahead and give it a gander. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised by what people are making, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I wasn't expecting either of Robert or Gary.
So question. So for the threefold background and profession that I chose, they have talents selected, you know, like either one or the other, right? So I have to pick one of those two for each one, or am I allowed to switch out one of the new talents in the threefold book too? Or should I just stick with those for now and maybe pick up a talent later?
I'm sorry, one more time. I got most of them, but not all of it.
Oh, sorry. Just so for the professions and the I think background that I chose, it says one or the other talent, like artistry or intrigue, scouting, or the other thing.
Yeah.
Are we stuck to those two, or am I allowed to select a different
you
new
are
talent?
Supposed to pick from those. If there's something else you really want, I can let you.
Okay. I mean, I'll probably stick with those because I figure, you know, as the story unfolds, I'll probably want to go a specific direction, and you know, I'll pick a talent from there. But
I've got one. John.
I'll select those.
I got SMGs as part of my background because of the squad, the Aethon squad.
Okay.
Yeah, Aethon Tactical Corps. But I'd rather not have an SMG. I'd rather have a sword. Can I take sword training instead? Since I'm a sword and shield guy?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes.
Constitution focused running, is that the same as free running or different?
Constitution focused running would be
distance running.
It'd be only running. That's an interesting one though, because there's already like stamina.
Huh?
So I feel like it would just mean you would use that when you're just running flat out, not necessarily long distance. Just if you're like, hey, run away from this guy, let's see how it goes.
Okay.
I feel like that would be that. But after you've been running for like 4 rounds, I might then be like, give me a stamina check, you know. I feel like that's
I'm debating on driving or
driving's good.
Driving or where's my sheet? Or putting another point in perception.
Those are both very good options. Being able to drive, I feel, is underrated. I don't know if either of the other two are good at that.
Nope.
if I take driving, will you give us vehicles or will you give us vehicle moments?
Oh, you'll be in vehicles. Yeah, so that is another part of Session 0. So right now we are making the characters, that kind of thing. We're kind of familiarizing you with the setting and the rules a little bit. But the other part is I'm going to just ask you guys in a bit, like, what do you want to see? What do you want to happen? And in other Session Zeros I've had, my examples to you would be things I've gotten before, like train heist. Somebody wanted to like do an airship fight, underwater base, zombies, like magic, demons. I want to see other planes. I want to see, like anything and everything. I want to be chased through an office building. Like, it's pretty much, think of it as a wish list for your fantasy experience that I'm going to try to curate for you. And that's one of the things, if you take drive, I will make sure that you have to drive at some point.
You know what? I'm going to take drive. I'll take driving. Yeah, I'm going to try, because one of the things, what's his name, Gary? That really nice guy that works for Green Ronin.
Troy?
No, the other one.
Malcolm?
No, the other one.
Owen?
Yeah, Owen. Owen. So Owen does, he works for Green Ronin Publishing. We're affiliated with them. We have an affiliate code if you want to use it to get discounts and help us out. It's in the chat. But Owen does DM corners. He gives really good advice. So check out Green Ronin, watch their lives. He does really good advice for game mastering.
So I think they do advice. I think they do Mutants and Masterminds Monday advice, and they also do Thursday advice, and that's like around 3 p.m. Central.
Yeah, so before our stream on Thursday, you can check out Green Ronin's Thursday, where he gives advice about how to run games in this system. And one of his advices, just in general, is if a player takes a skill or a feat, you gotta make sure that they need it at some point. Otherwise, you're a dick. I don't feel like he says it that way, but that's my take on it. And, yeah.
I also want to say that Mutants and Masterminds has been also another game on my wish list that I want to try out. I have the DC book. Their out-of-print DC book.
That is an awesome relic to have.
That is an awesome relic to have.
That's a beautiful book and a beautiful system, but it is super crunchy. I'm definitely interested in it too. It's character building would probably take 2 live sessions though.
Yeah, especially if you want to play like a Green Lantern character, I bet.
So I was thinking like Deadman, and they used to have a Deadman build. I think it might be in that DC book, but they've since gotten rid of it. And Deadman's one of those ones that would take you a while to finagle the build, but you can do it.
Yeah. Penguin says that they would like to see no one know how to drive and have to call their mom to pick them up. And it's funny you say that. I played a character in a game called City of Mist who lived in his mom's basement, and one of my abilities was I could call my mom for a ride. It's just funny you mentioned. I've done that, and it was fun.
You mentioned City of Mist. That's another game on my list.
Oh yeah, the
We-
creator of City of Mist, Amit Moshe, is a friend of the show,
Oh,
and he's provided us with giveaways and the books. We've always wanted to play it, so we might have to keep you in mind for that.
We love Amit on like a personal level. Like
He's like a friend of ours. He's cool. He's a very nice person.
I messaged Amit about like what's going on in the tabletop industry, and like I said, we were trying to write a game, so I reached out to him for some advice. He's just an awesome creator and a great guy all around. I absolutely love Amit. Nothing but good stuff to say about him and his games that he have missed.
I love the idea that they took the story was it Man of La Mancha, and Don Quixote is an actual character in that world.
Mhm.
My favorite musical of all time, Man of
Yeah.
La Mancha.
I have a painting of Don Quixote above my TV. Is that weird?
But yeah, I think at least on my end, I think the delivery man profession is +1 dex, communication, bargaining, improvisation, and dexterity driving.
That sounds cool. That's a cool character. So we got the fighter guy, we got a dex build kind of bargain guy, and then we got an intelligence build. So we got a good variety here without even communicating about it. So I do like that. So we are about halfway in the stream. So this is when we normally take our 5-minute like bathroom break. Grab your water, go to the pee house. If you're here, if you've never been here before, we do giveaways. Right now we're doing a Modern Age and Threefold giveaway. Threefold is the setting, Modern Age is the system. Type in #age in the chat right now for your chance to win. Do it anytime. I don't have to see it. And yeah, we'll be back soon.
Also, if you've never been here, we say 5-minute break, but this could be like a 7 to 10-minute bio break. So get you some ice water and really relax for a second. We will be back, I promise, but maybe a loose 5.
Loose 5. See you guys soon. welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Modern Age by Green Ronin Publishing. I am the Game Master, Johanna.
I'm the co-host, Casualty CDG, but you could call me Gary. And today, since we're doing this Modern Age Session 0, I'm making a character, baby!
And I'm Michael Powell, and or Mr. Kapow, and I'm from Nat20 Productions here on Twitch, and or YouTube. Fantastic Tales of Adventure. Had a little bit of a brain bubble there.
And I am still Robert, and I am still working on a fun intro for some sort of interesting fact about myself. So I'll get back to you, but what's up?
Robert, part man, part machine, all handsome.
Robert, I don't think that you should steal Thomas's thing, but his is pretty good. He just oversells whatever he ate for dinner as being the only thing that he eats.
Okay. That's hilarious.
Tacos, Thomas Savage.
Yeah, so maybe you just use that as inspiration to think about something dumb you do throughout your day. Maybe there's something there.
Okay.
Just a quick reminder to everybody watching, you can enter to win Modern Age or Threefold, the books that we are overviewing currently and making characters in.
Whoa, Jahan. What if I don't win tonight and I want to buy it myself, but I just can't afford to pay full price? Do you have something for me?
Definitely try to win with #age, but if you're not so lucky, if you're not feeling lucky, or if you want to check out many of the other fine products from Green Ronin Publishing, use our 5% off code, greenroninstore.com/discount/freshoutthebox to get 5% off your entire purchase, which can include physical books, and also support us as well. In case you didn't realize, we are brand ambassadors for Green Ronin. Which is a cool, fun sentence to say.
That is a cool, fun sentence to play, and especially when the game is the age system, because it's actually pretty fun.
I love the age system, yeah. I love stunts, I love the whole thing. So, we were diving in to the next part of character creation here, which I do believe is drives.
Okay, quick point on the talents before we move on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with contacts and intrigue. How does selecting the seduction part of intrigue work with interplanar travel? Curious.
So these are talents, you said?
So this is a talent, yeah. Yeah, the talent is intrigue, and it says I have to select a focus of etiquette, deception, or seduction, yeah.
And that is for, what's the talent's name? Sorry.
The talent's name is intrigue.
Okay, intrigue. I'm going to it right now. Almost there.
Okay, Robert, I have intrigue in the other campaign. And so I took intrigue deception.
So intrigue, it says you're a master of secrets. You understand how to navigate the waters of social situations. Choose one of the following communication focuses: etiquette, deception, or seduction. If you fail a communication test with that focus, you can re-roll it. But you must keep the result. What's your question?
The question was just like, if I chose the seduction one, and we go to a world where, I don't know, it's just like tree people or something. You know,
It's called pollination.
I was like, do I pull like that or other parallel universes, or like how does that work?
Robert, let me answer your question with another question.
Okay.
If you would fuck a tree, would a tree fuck you?
I think that is his question.
So would you fuck a
literally,
tree is the question? And if the answer to that is yes, then the tree would fuck you too.
So if you have seduction, yes, you can try to use it on trees, if that is your question.
Okay. What? I mean, it's a talent. So.
Also, if you take etiquette, etiquette in this context
you can be nice to trees.
Apply to, you would be able to pick up on the etiquette of local beings, in theory. Or you can try to fuck them. It's up to you. The power is yours.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
That You know, Robert, I love you dearly.
Someone has to ask the big questions. I don't know.
You sweet summer child.
Also,
yeah,
where
no,
do they
that's
go on the character sheet? The talents, are those powers?
Talent's
the-
scary.
the-
You got this one.
Yes, that's exactly right. You go to powers and you add them in there because powers and
Okay.
talents fall in the same broader category in this system.
Perfect. Thank you.
I would love to take a screenshot of how I filled mine out for you, but in type or level, that's where you're going to put the title of the talent, and then source. My first one is military background because that's where I got that talent.
Oh,
sword
that
and
makes
shield
sense.
style.
Yeah,
And then
Got it.
I copy and paste the talent from the book into the description, and then just delete the overflow in the margins. And there you go. Your skills are imported, basically.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's why, even though Roll20 can be a bit buggy at times and has some interesting sound codec problems, it still has great fillable character sheets and accessible die.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah, no, the character sheets for a lot of games are very good on Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
Roll20 gets a lot of hate, and I understand we have had issues with like video, but if you're not using it for that, it's pretty solid. But yeah, so the next part of character creation, step 5, drive. Your character's drive describes what motivates them to act, what moves them to say yes to an opportunity, including a call to participate in game's stories. It defines the kinds of things your character wants to do. Drive gives you cues for action as a player and provides the GM with hooks. So essentially you're telling me how I'm going to get your character to do stuff. What am I going to use to motivate you? So yes, you're going to choose a drive for your character, or you can roll on the table. To determine which column you use, you roll the d6. There are different drives, essentially. Which are Achiever, Builder, Caregiver, Ecstatic, Judge, Leader, Networker, Penitent, Protector, Rebel, Survivor, and Visionary. And we can jump into any of those if you have questions on them. And these are also going to give you stuff. They're going to give you talents, it looks like. And an improvement.
An improvement, you say?
Which I believe is like a...
Oh, yes. So you could take it in the form of like health, right? Or you could take it in the form of like even a personal honor title or something.
Yeah, so your options, some of them have membership, like in an organization, resources that are available to you, or a reputation. Other things can be things like health. Let me see what else they have here.
I took a reputation.
It's not bad.
Is that a thing? Will you allow that?
I mean, it depends on what you're picking.
So it says 1 honorific reputation, and then I said that I led the 3rd Legion into Antilles.
Oh, this is for your drive?
Yes.
Oh, are you using a threefold drive?
No, I just made that up.
Oh. I mean, if you really want to.
Can I that's like it would be like a military honorable title.
But
I just gave it some flavor.
oh,
because
you want that as your
Yeah,
reputation?
exactly. Like I'm a guy who did a thing already.
Oh yeah, you could have something like that.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'd like to take instead of health, is some reputation for a thing that I did.
Well, health isn't what you pick. You pick
One of them
one of
is
these.
health, though, right?
It is an option for the leader, and let me see.
Yeah, I guess I'm a leader, so that's why I saw that.
Okay. Also for the protector and the survivor. So you want to pick leader as your drive? Okay.
Exactly.
So you're going to either take the talent commander or inspire, and you can choose, health, membership, or reputation.
I took inspire and reputation.
Okay. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Just to give everyone an idea of what he's signing up for, his motivation is leader. Somebody needs to stand up, take responsibility, and get things done. You might relish the opportunity to lead or accept it reluctantly, but either way, you're a natural at it. and it's hard to resist an opportunity to take charge. Your quality is responsibility. You make decisions and live with the outcome. Your downfall is isolation, the distance imposed by your role as a leader, which can affect relationships and how close you can be with people under your command. So that's what he's signing up for. And it's a whole built-in, pre-baked little thing. And it kind of just helps everyone understand where you're at.
Yeah, what role you fill, so to speak.
Oh, Penguin would like to thank Mr. Kapow for opening their eyes to such awesome TTRPGs, wonderful shows, and so many talented geeks. Oh, hey, I just noted, I didn't even see earlier, I had to turn off my notifications because of Hate Raiders last night, but Penguin has followed. Thank you so much for the follow.
Oh thank you so much.
I turned off my notifications last night because of stuff.
Thank you, Penguin. It's been a pleasure to be having you on this journey with me, and I'm in the same boat. I am just digging, making new friends, and playing these awesome games.
This COVID era has really changed tabletop role-playing games and streamers. It was horrible for the world, right? It is still horrible. The world is awful, but streaming has come really far, really fast. There's a lot of talent taking to streaming right now, and a lot of great people taking to the hobby, and it's just amazing, this community, how much it's grown and how many people are willing to come out and share and play and look at new things. Of course, I think we all got into it with Dungeons and Dragons, but it's that next step from Dungeons and Dragons where I think you really step into this deep world of tabletop nerddom. You go from playing the game with your friends to wading into the depths to see what else is out there. And we're here to help guide the way. We love having people here. Just thank you so much, Penguin, and thank you, Mr. Kapow, for being here.
Yeah, just
awesome new friends.
Yeah, I honestly didn't really start streaming TTRPGs until when the pandemic started, and honestly, this has been what's keeping me going since then.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Same, yeah. We started about a year ago.
I used to defend, or I used to not attack, but I didn't like streaming online. I like being at a table. I like the personal vibes of being able to play off of each other's energy and give each other like low-key looks or have side conversations. And I thought that playing online didn't give me that same feel and that same energy, that same vibe. But I've really grown to enjoy this time and love the adventure and love playing with everybody. So now I see the benefits to both.
Especially connecting with people that are not local to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I don't actually know. Do you live in the U.S. or Canada?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I live in California.
Okay.
SoCal.
Okay. All three of us live in
boy.
Texas, so that's why I was wondering. I realized I didn't know earlier.
Yeah, you're in the greater Los Angeles area, right?
Yep. And honestly, I'm loving this time because for me it's like 6 to 9, which is an awesome time for me to play games.
Yeah. And the time frame works really well for West Coast people. Not so much for East Coast. We have trouble sometimes. It is later, which I totally get.
I've done streams with people out in Europe before, and now that was a pain.
Yeah, we
had
someone in New Zealand once.
New Zealand's the best one we did. So it was evening for us, and he was drinking his morning coffee while he was DMing for us. And I think it was 9 a.m. there and 6 p.m. here.
Oh, I also want to point out, Avenging Penguin, he's already planning on some fan art of our little game here now, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Penguin's in Midwest Texas, so that's another... That's
yeah,
all
Penguin, if you send us some fan art, I will make sure people can see it at home.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
John...
actually, you know what? I'm going to plug his Twitter, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's at Dommorphism. It's DOMORPHISM, and he makes some amazingly awesome art.
Oh, that's very cool. We do like artists, right? I look forward to seeing your character art. That's exciting. We've only actually had one fan art so far submission, and it was really cool when that happened. So we're excited to see more. Another thing I would like to point out, since everyone at home can see it, I do have a tracker on the screen for a little thing called complication. Gary, this is what you know in the Expanse as churn.
Oh no, is it as bad as churn?
It's actually not as bad as churn, because when a result happens, it resets.
I don't think that churn is balanced. There, I started.
I feel like it's fine. Because like most of the stuff that happens because of churn is stuff that I just want to happen anyways.
So here's why I don't think churn is balanced as a player.
Yeah.
If you do a long mission, if you pick to do a 9-part or a 7-part mission,
yeah,
it doesn't matter how well you do, you're going to have an epic churn event that ruins everything you're doing. It doesn't matter how many precautions you take. It doesn't matter how well planned it is. There's going to be enough 6s, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. And I don't think that that's a balanced feature. I think churn is very fun.
Yeah.
I just don't think that as a player, it's balanced at all. It really hurts as a player when you're like, I'm just trying to walk through the fucking thing.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm going to have to disagree, because like all the things that have happened because of churn were things that I wanted to do anyways.
They have been such epic events in the campaign. Awesome. They have been awesome. But it is, every time it's such a major setback to whatever you and your group have decided to do, that it sets up for a campaign that is repetitively cataclysmic by design that you can do nothing about.
Well, so in the Expanse, the time that you're playing in, it is that way.
Repetitively cataclysmic.
Yeah, it's always one thing after the other in that.
That is seriously, that's it. That's my complaint. I don't just. It's baked into the game.
It is. I like it. Complication in this setting is optional, but in churn in the Expanse, something happens at 10, 20, and 30. In this game, if something happens at 10, it goes back to 0. If something happens at 20, back to 0. And if not, then 30 will happen potentially. And they could be minor at 10, kind of medium at 20, and major at 30. So it brings stuff. It's like a ticking clock that builds. And it is exciting. And people at home can add points to that pool as well with channel points.
They can make it harder or easier for us.
They can do either. If they give me a power-up, that pool goes up. If they give you guys power-ups, it can make your fortune points go back up.
All right, everybody donate hero points to the heroes here.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Seriously.
We have some people that do love to do that. We also have people that like to not do that. And it can be fun. But yeah, so back to the game. Gary already picked his drive. What are you guys thinking? How you guys feeling about drives?
I'm thinking with my pencil pusher guy, I think the only thing that makes sense to be on that side of things, at least for what I'm thinking, is achiever. Okay. And that's going to be where you want to accomplish things for which you'll be recognized. Some achievers want success, fame, accolades, while others want to look to leave a memorable legacy. But all achievers are keenly aware that life is short and everyone has the same number of hours in the day. It's how you spend them that matters. So I'm going to stick with achiever.
Okay. So yeah, pick expertise or inspire as your talent. And then your improvement is either going to be you have a special kind of membership in an organization. You have increased resources like monetary kind of just things available to you. Or you have a reputation that people will know you by. And you pick one of those.
Okay.
What about you,
and so,
Michael?
All right, got it. You got it.
I was going to give you time to think.
Robert was going to say something?
Yeah, Robert, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, so like reputation, membership, are those things I can come up with? Or is there like a lesson? Oh, okay, so it's just something for me like to kind of think of.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I can work with you, too, if you want it to be more setting specific. But you really have the ball on that one.
Awesome. Okay, I'll think about it.
All right. For me, I'm stuck between 3 of them actually, so I could probably use some advice.
Yeah.
All right, let me pull it up. Peel. And also, in the modern campaign setting, in the companion book, it just has the custom drives, and I can't find anything on the Threefold, so it's just in the core rulebook, right?
I think it's just in the core rulebook. Yes.
Okay, cool. I am stuck between networker, or survivor, or making something custom.
Yeah. Survivor's funny, especially since you're gonna be the guy, that is normal.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just trying to survive this nonsense. That's your goal.
Yeah.
That's you don't want to die. I like that, and some of those talents are pretty funny. To go along with that, like living on the edge of tactical war. Those are both really funny for you to have.
I was gonna say, because I could make the argument of networker or survivor, because networker, my whole idea is, you know what, he's a regular dude just trying to make his way through life, but you know what, he's also a good dude.
Yeah,
people like him. And survivor, pretty much everything you just said.
Yeah. Networker also works. You want to meet people, you want to make friends. You are potentially going to be crossing through dimensions, so that's not necessarily a bad quality to have. Yeah, all it means is that you will do stuff because of that. You will do stuff to network, or you will do stuff to survive. I believe Gary has a survivor character in the Expanse, right, Gary? Or is he knowledge seeking?
No, he is. I wonder which one he is.
Because he does survivor stuff. Like the other day, he was holding someone's hand to like save them, but like his life was in jeopardy. So he was like, "I let go," and it was really, really awesome.
Yeah, I'm now kind of thinking. I'm thinking maybe survivor, but I don't want to be that grim and gritty survivor. You know,
you don't have to be. You could be like Shaggy. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Shaggy's a survivor. You know.
What's living on the edge?
Ooh, I can find out for you. I like the way that one sounds too. Living on the edge. Let's see, that's living on the fringe.
Also like the idea of someone who's pretty much he just wants a normal life, make some money, go home, throw on Netflix, and just veg out until the next day.
Yeah.
That's his goal in life.
So the next little section, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, is relationships.
Yeah.
And we don't have to have character relationships, but we can have character relationships. So I want to pitch something to you, Mr. Kapow, and feel free to shut it down. Mm-hmm. But with what you're saying about your character and what I've got about mine, I think this could be a cool connection. Your guy saw a thing that you shouldn't have, some kind of weird dimension thing. And after a series of long foot chases and vehicle getaways, you're finally cornered and captured by Ethon Tactical. And now I've been tasked with getting you up to speed on the dimension gates and Threefold and kind of what's going on. That way you're not running around blabbing your mouth to the general public. You could be a bit more educated on what's happening.
So that is an option. But so is your character, Gary, going to be aware of what you're working for?
I absolutely think so, yes.
Okay. Because you don't have to be. You could be like an Area 51 guy that knows that stuff is weird, but might not like know that they're from other dimensions.
Oh yeah, I'm a guy who led a squad through a gate and had a fight, and then now I'm not on that side anymore. Okay. But we did a thing. My squad went through, we won a fight, and we came back.
Interesting.
That's my honorific title.
Gary, do you mind if I kind of build upon that idea a little bit?
Absolutely, I would love it.
Because I was thinking, you know what, if anything, stuff that you pitched would be great as we discover it through the game. Like, that's just kind of the situation we're kind of in it, to, because I was thinking literally, like I said, my character's a normal delivery man, maybe a pizza guy.
So you wanna maybe have this almost be the first leg of the adventure, the first leg of the campaign.
Yeah, I
That's
think
not
it'll
a
be
bad idea.
kind of cool because that way, okay, director hat, putting on the producer director hat here now. My character's the lens for the audience to learn everything about this world that's being created.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was actually, so barring what you're planning, I was going to actually have that kind of be more or less the first section.
All right.
Was him seeing almost exactly what you described, which is funny.
So I won't have any background with his character then.
Yeah, we can do it on screen, because that's good
all
TV.
going to happen on screen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's good TV.
Robert, how about you? Do you and I have any previous background with any of these agencies?
Yeah, so mine, I think it primarily contracts with the big one I mentioned, but what's the one you're with again? It starts with an A?
Atheon.
Yes. Atheon Tactical.
In my description, it does say I also take contracts from that agency. So we could go ahead and just say that I'm the guy that you hand your artifacts to when you are done with your missions, or however that might go. And that's how I even recognize you. Like, you're the fucking dude that comes back and I catalog it and kind of handle the aftermath of that.
Yeah, kind of like in the police department where it's there's the
evidence.
Yeah, evidence.
Yeah, exactly. Because my profession is, basically cataloging anything that happens, on missions and stuff. And when it comes back, I either make sense of it or however it might work, just cataloging it, data entry, whatever. I'll have to figure out. But
another thing about
I think that's fine.
So you're cataloging these things, you're seeing them, and you're trying to understand them. Have you been clued in by someone that they come from other places, or are you in the dark?
I would like to think that either A, I'm aware of it, someone's telling me it's coming from these other places, or my background, just being a cryptid hunter of nature, has me leading myself to believe that these things are more than what the agency is telling me. Which I'm leaning more towards that one, because I feel like that's way more fun to have an inquisitive character that's like, this stuff isn't adding up. I think there's more to this, and that guy looks a little funny when he comes in the office every time. I don't know.
Everybody's going to have a piece of the puzzle here. Gary knows about gates. He doesn't understand them at all, but he's been through one. That's it. He's been through one. He knows that much. And then you have been dealing with the stuff from those gates. But Michael,
not being told directly. Yeah.
Michael was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm
that one dude.
I can already see, in the beginning of the story, my squad comes across, an artifact, like a stone, pylon. And I don't know what the hell it is. I bring it back, drop it on Robert's guy's window in his desk, get our payout, and then immediately he sees what it is, turns something, and, the eyes light up green. And then as soon as it does, the camera cuts to Mr. Kapow's delivery and what happens whenever he turned that green light on, what spirit is unleashed at whatever location.
Yeah.
If it's bureaucracy, it's always going to be something's always going to get janked up in the chain of evidence. So maybe it gets ended up being shipped out as part of an Amazon Prime thing. My character's delivery man.
Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah.
The camera follows the box and it goes on the wrong plane.
Yeah, no. So those are all good options. I do. So I can almost run the first session at this point with what you guys give me. I want to flesh stuff out more, so that things are more solid. But this is really good stuff, guys.
I've got a couple questions on the drives, if I can. So when I read through the expertise, and basically, if I understand it right, it allows me to select a focus and basically create an expertise of a focus I already have. So it's like something I can create, and kind of add on to it.
So you choose one of your focuses and you gain expertise in that. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm thinking for
seduction.
I forgot. You're right. I do have that. I didn't.
Is that
I
a talent?
Have seduction,
or is
I could have seduction, orgasm, like just like go straight into it. Like I am the finisher there, or should I? What I think I'm gonna do, because I think those are different. Those are talents. I have to look at my focuses. I wish. So what I wanted to do and see if you'll allow it is for communication investigation.
Yeah.
You
can have expertise,
which is like, I want to have an expertise, but I want it to be like the opposite of deception. So if someone's trying to deceive me and I'm already in communication with them trying to investigate it, I have like an intuition for like if someone is withholding things. Like if they are, then I don't know how that works. Let me see. If you allow that.
Let me read what expertise is. So you deepen your knowledge of the skill specific focus, your ability to focus on and choose the narrow task field, blah blah blah. You gain +1 bonus for ability tests covered by the narrower task. Okay, so so you do like a sub focus that's even more
exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So communication, investigation, and specifically when I'm pressing someone that I think is lying to me, I want that extra little bit. If you'll allow that.
Let's see. What are your other focuses? Maybe something will work better mechanically.
So, the only other one I have is willpower, courage, and I didn't want to get specific to like a type because the multiverses would be so vast. It might work for one planet.
I'm not afraid of water ever. Yeah. So yeah, for your expertise focus, I would say you could do. You could call it like truth seeking. And potentially if when you're making, so what that would be is when you're making a communication investigation check and tell me like, hey, is this guy telling me the truth, that roll will then be at a +1.
Okay, so I'm definitely not trying to I'm not trying to game the system, because obviously that's a pretty powerful thing to be able to say this person's lying to me. You
don't flat like out know, but you do have a bonus to find out.
So, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I will have that.
So, Mr. Cool. Which have you decided on your drive, Michael?
I was still wondering, waiting for you to let me know what living on the edge is.
Oh, right. So that's funny enough. I've been looking. That is a misprint. The talent is called Living on the Fringe. There is no living on the edge. The only reference of living on the edge in the entire book is that one part, which I was like, oh no. But living on the fringe, there is very little information available about you. Other characters suffer a -2 penalty to any test to find information about you or your activities. And it stacks with Cover Your Tracks exploration stunt. So you're like, you don't have much of a digital footprint. You're harder to track and follow. In your case, it would be because you're so mundane.
Well, I'm gonna shoot this to the other players. What do you guys think? Should I take Networker or Survivor? Because I'm stuck between those two, or do a custom drive.
For me, if you're going to go with someone who's pretty aloof as a delivery guy, like, are you a delivery guy who's kind of like chill walking up? Because if that's the case, I don't think Survivor would work. But since your guy's super fast, it's obvious he's very paranoid or delivers stuff on wrong sides of town often. So Survivor might make sense if you're going with someone who's a little bit more cautious in that way.
Yeah,
I think it just depends which direction.
In my mind's eye, I'm thinking the similar thing to Robert, where Networker to me is the delivery guy who is everybody's friend and everyone knows his name, and he stops and talks. They're, hey, Joe.
That's a good point.
And that would be the networking delivery guy, and the Survivor would be the one who's like, time to get the hell out of here. Like, I did my drop. It's time to go. And I think that's more what your mental image was for your character.
Yeah. I see him as he's a chill, friendly dude. If anything, like I guess you could say, if there was a different background to call him, he'd be a slacker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, both of those I feel give you that. Either Survivor or Networker, I feel like they both accomplish giving you that main character quality. because wanting to be friends with everybody, that's bringing people together is a real. You could be the glue that holds the group together. Survivor is great too. I like Networker better, I think.
I think earlier you would ask me what my one in Expanse was. I think Loki is a networker.
Potentially. Yeah, you do make a lot of friends. And enemies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's go with Networker.
Okay.
It also lets me, play around, give him more options too. Honestly, it's just not just a guy that just runs away like a coward all the time.
Yeah, that's one version of Survivor. Yeah, no, and especially in the mundane guy setting, that's definitely Ash. Your example from earlier is a Survivor in a different way.
So
you picked Contract. I think it's supposed to be Contact. That's weird.
Contact or Intrigue? What does Intrigue do?
Intrigue lets you re-roll on like a deception or an intimidation or a seduction, I believe.
But you have to pick.
Yes, one of those three. And then contacts, it should be literally making contacts at places, making friends, knowing a guy.
I'm gonna go with Contact. You know what? Everybody needs a guy that knows a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And my character's a guy that knows a guy.
One of the cool things about talents in the age system is that you can see they're broken down by novice, expert, and master.
Yeah, here you go. So contacts, you know people sometimes in the unlikeliest places. You can attempt to make a contact out of an NPC with a neutral or better attitude towards you, which is something I decided in the beginning. You can also improve their view of you, obviously, through communication. The GM will set a target number based on the likelihood of you knowing the NPC or having mutual friends. The more distant the NPC's origin or social class from yours, the more difficult it will be. Contact's attitude will shift one step in your favor, and they can potentially become a contact for you in the future. And that's just the novice ability.
Well, I'm going to take the Contact, and also for... I take the improvement or don't take the improvement?
You pick one of those improvements.
Okay.
Yes.
I already know which one I'm going to take on that list, which will be Reputation, because my character is just... We know him as the good dude. Hey, you know that guy? He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Everyone on your route knows you. Everybody likes you. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, so far, I don't know. Like, I usually like the characters people are making when we do these things. Sometimes I'm a little iffy. This, like, all superstars. I love it. This is straight bangers right here. Penguin thinks Gary's character was assigned to kill Mr. Kapow, but decides not to because it was his fault Mr. Kapow's character found out about the world.
That could be a really fun way to start the campaign, too. I'm not opposed to that at all.
It's funny. That could end up happening in the first session.
I'm having a hard time deciding what my first goal would be because I'm, in my mind, I'm like the SHIELD agent, almost like Captain America type.
Yeah.
And so my first goal would be to follow the mission directive. And that's just not a fun thing to write down. Yeah. So I was waiting to see where we got with that. And if my first goal is to capture Mr. Kapow's character, that could be fun.
Well, so honestly, if I was going to assign an analog to your character's organization, I would say you're more like a member of Hydra.
Yes, and I couldn't remember his name, but John Cena's character in The Good Suicide Squad.
God, what is his name?
Peacemaker?
Peacemaker, yeah.
I imagine myself as almost a peacemaker.
The same tighty-whitey underwear?
We will see as we get further into our modern age campaign.
Yeah. So step 6 is pretty fun. Resources and equipment. To prepare your character for adventure, determine what your character's resources are based on profession with modifiers from background, talents, and drive. So your starting resources, a character's starting resource score is based on their social class and background, possibly adjusted by profession or talents. So anytime that it said improvement resources, that's a point that you got in the past. I don't think any of you got that though.
I want to argue that my character would, even though we kind of did a custom one, because
Oh, that's fine.
I got low class, and I think it was have low class, and this is also, wait, you know what? You're right. It's low class and low class, right?
I do believe so.
Okay, so I don't get the point. Never mind.
So
What was the point we're referring to right now? Just so I can clarify again. What was it?
resources.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
I'm just
in this
middle class.
game, another thing I like about the age system is you can't have players that are like, how much gold do we have? Like, how much gold did we get? I loot his pockets. Like, it doesn't really, it's not the same because you're not getting flat numbers. You have these scores. And you actually make resource checks, which will add your score versus the cost, which is a target number. If you succeed, your resource goes down by 1 and you purchase the thing. So
That's it. That's cool.
sometimes it doesn't go down though, like if you're buying something mundane like a taco and a taco truck, you know. And some things are also automatic. Like, yes, you have enough money to buy food.
You never know. My character is struggling. He's on that struggle life, and maybe buying that taco is gonna, you know what? Gonna put his bank account in the red.
Metro Pass on the struggle bus, you know?
Yeah, that's that struggle bus. So resource, so that's how resources work in this game. I find it pretty simple and kind of an elegant thing. I do believe that they show you what your resources are in your class, right? Your social class.
Yes, it does. And it also might be in your background, depending on which background you picked.
Yes.
Mine was from Threefold, and because I'm an Ethon tactical guy, mine's 6 because I work for the man.
Jesus.
Yes, that's right.
6 is high.
6 is high.
Hail Hydra. Sign me up. So yeah, I'm gonna go help you guys figure this one out. Because it's not that complicated, it's just, I gotta see the numbers. It's on page.
I'm pretty sure I'm somewhere between impoverished or struggling at this point.
You're right around there. So page 13 is where the class stuff is. Social classes have, let me see, it should break it down somewhere. Have you found that, Gary?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was trying to think of a name. I've just been typing different military ranks and like, no, that's not good. I finally settled on corporal. I don't know. That's as far as I got.
That's fine, man. Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to find where it denotes what resources you're supposed to have. Worst comes to worst, we can figure this out during our downtime, and I'll let you guys know. We don't necessarily have to scour the books while we're streaming, but
right at the end of that resources section is a small little roll table.
Oh, okay. What page is that?
I haven't pulled it up yet, but I definitely saw it earlier.
Okay. A little roll table.
Yes, resources score.
That's not for rolls, is it?
5, isn't it?
No, that's supposed to. That tells you what your resource score equates to. So yeah, we're gonna figure this out in a bit. I forget where it is, but that's okay. We can move on to the next part because figuring out your money is dumb.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
And then also,
it's just straight up in your job thing, in your profession.
It is in your profession.
Yeah, straight up in your profession.
Okay. Profession.
It's the bottom right thing in your profession card, so to speak.
Gotcha. Profession's after your backgrounds, right?
Yes.
And so, Mr. Kapow, I'm gonna have to assign you one since yours is
so low.
Yeah. I'll give you one of a similar person. Yeah, I see. Okay, professions. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Resources. Yes, I see it. What's your profession, Robert?
Mine is the Omnichronicler.
That's right. So that will have a resource number.
Yeah, resource 6.
Jesus, so they're both got money. As long as they still work for those corporations.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the same money as a
What you're looking for, Jahan, is the social lower
social lower.
and not clergy, so negotiator. Which would give him
Negotiator,
communication, bargaining, or persuasion, or perception, empathy. Oh, that's right. Sorry, you're looking for resources.
I'm looking
Four
for
down.
resources. Yeah, so you might have a 4, or you're gonna have between a 2 and a 4. It looks like.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I guess
He keeps his money in a coffee can in his apartment.
Folgers.
that feels like a 2.
We have to go back for your money.
It's not even all folded up or anything. It's just like wadded up bills. His landlords hates him when he has to pay his rent.
Half of it's in the coffee can, half of it's in a piggy bank.
I think we can cut the difference. I'll give you 3. So put 3 in that score for you. I feel like that's pretty fair. And then, after that is the equipment section. Equipment. Modern age characters start out with certain basic equipment and possessions as follows. You're going to have clothes, obviously, regular ass clothes, whatever you wear. You're going to have any of the essential tools or items of your character's profession, if any. And if you are trained with a weapon, you will have a weapon of that class. So if you're trained in rifles, you'll have a rifle. And beyond those things, let's see. The resources can be used to like buy stuff. So
is this where we can also decide vehicles and stuff like that too?
Yes, since you are able to drive and you are a delivery driver, I'm fine with you having a car. That makes sense.
Can I have a Toyota Camry?
Yes.
That's my first car I ever had.
So sensible.
Yeah, it's gas efficient.
I had one once upon a time as well. And the gas mileage on those things was only surpassed by my Toyota Yaris.
I can see my character, that's the kind of car he would drive as a delivery person. He's not going to be driving around a Tesla or something.
Yeah. No, Toyota's perfectly fine. He keeps his money in an interdimensional coffee can. He can grab some cash from anywhere. There you go. Now you're cooking with gas.
That's the first magic item you need to give him.
Mm-hmm.
My character ends up getting hammer space.
the interdimensional tipping jar.
It's like a bag of holding, but it's a coffee jar.
It's like a cartoon where he could draw a hole in midair and just like put his hand in there and just pull something out.
Hell yeah.
That's a fun power. So Gary, you're gonna have the sword and shield that you want because you are trained. So you start with them. Robert, if you're trained with any weapons, you'll have one. I don't think you do though.
I think so. A pen, a really nice ballpoint pen.
It is mightier than the sword historically, so should be good.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
I do like not a lot of weapons. That's funny, because I feel like Michael does not have any training either.
I was wondering. I'm putting stuff together. I have ordinary clothing.
Yes.
A pocket knife.
Yeah, that's fine.
A cell phone.
Yep.
It's the only person still who has a pager.
Okay.
For some reason, and I'm thinking like he kind of has like a satchel of just random mundane stuff. Like you can pull out some notebook paper or a pen or like very makes sense.
Mundane stuff. Yeah, you have like a bag. Yeah, you are a jack of all trades that does a lot of odd jobs. Yes, Gary.
Now that I've heard that he has a pager, I would like to ask if this campaign could be a period piece set in the 90s.
Oh, like he's from a dimension that's a little bit behind?
Maybe we all are, and that's where this campaign takes place, is in the 90s. Just push it forward a few years.
Let me think about that, because that's a drastic change. Maybe.
You can ruminate on it.
I'll ruminate on it. I don't hate it. Robert also raised his hand.
I just love the page.
I was just doing what Gary was doing.
Thanks,
when
Robert.
in doubt. When in doubt, do what Gary does.
Thanks for supporting me, Robert. I appreciate that. You made it look like I wasn't the only person with my hand up.
So we've broken in. We're almost done with the character creation here. We're getting there. Derived statistics. So these are things that are generated by the stats you already have. Okay.
I have good news.
Yeah.
It appears that these derived statistics happened automatically in the character sheet.
Excellent. Excellent.
You may want to double check that as the game master, but it looks like that to me.
Is your health... Let me see. Modern age characters have starting health score based on profession, which may improve as they advance in level.
So we had to set that ourselves.
Okay, did you?
Because it's in your profession. Yes, I did.
Okay.
But then the speed and defense should be automatically calculated.
Okay, so is your defense your 10 plus your dexterity on your sheet?
Mine is.
Correct. Okay, as long as your dexterity is 10 plus, your defense is 10 plus your dexterity, then you're good.
I have not assigned those points yet.
Oh, that's okay.
Probably do that.
I'm not too worried about it, buddy.
Okay.
You don't even have to do it tonight, as long as it's done by next time we play, which will be not next Friday, but the Friday after, as this is an every other week game. Just so everyone watching, and so Michael and Robert know, this is a game that we've been wanting to do this format for a long time because we like bringing guests on. So you guys are the main cast. You guys are going to carry over. We're going to be bringing in guests as often as we can. So
sounds great.
Yeah. So it's going to be. We're excited for that.
So our theory here is that the guests are either going to be working for the similar agencies that we are, or they're going to be part of the parallel dimension we're going to.
Yeah, they're either going to be locals or they'll be part of the...
We could get some really fun, quirky guests and some strange things going on.
Can I also say, or they could also be just the random people that my character has on his route?
Yeah.
And it can always happen.
I can think of a ton of people who play with us that would love to be that mundane of a character and be like, oh, yeah, you're the delivery guy.
Hey!
Yeah, sure, I'll come with you guys. I love this guy.
It looks like your speed is the same as your defense, so it's 10 plus dexterity. That's pretty simple. What about toughness? Let's see. Fairly few people wear armor in modern age. Okay. Toughness score equal to your constitution score, but never a negative number. So if your constitution is negative, your toughness is at 0. So FYI, that's your toughness is your con score. It's very simple. And that's going to reduce damage you take pretty much. We are going to be playing, so there are 3 modes to this game that you can play in. Cinematic, where you guys are epic badasses all the time. Boo. Pulpy is like a happy medium between like instant death and cinematic. It's kind of that fun place. And then Gritty is a punishing romp through hell. So we're going to be doing Pulpy, which is the middle number. And that changes some of the rules. And it's going to be fun. Yeah. Nah, Penguin. Yeah, no, we love audience participation. If you'll notice, we do have things in our channel point section, like you can name NPCs. And if you do that, I will make an NPC with that name at some point during that game. It has had some hilarious consequences, though.
I just want to point out that whenever our GM in Edge of Legend can't think of a name, I just automatically assign the name Jeremy, so we have a legion of Jeremys now.
Nice.
Having a default name is funny. I did something like that once. I couldn't think of names for these stupid vampire spawn things, and so I named them after everybody's real life names. And so we had a Gary, a Thomas, we had a Kevin and a Matt, and it was funny.
We did once fight a giant chul, which is a lobster monstrosity, and its name was Bradley Bergman.
Chuls, the servants of Aboliths. What's his
Bradley
name? Bradley Bergman. That's pretty fun. So step 8, goals, ties, and relationships. These are kind of things I want you to just think about. You don't have to fill it out now. But have goals, things that you want to accomplish as this character. Like maybe it's paying the rent. Maybe it's uncovering the secrets of the universe. Maybe it's, closing your eyes and not seeing all the people you've killed. Like, who knows? It could be mental health. It could be a relationship you want to pursue. It could be anything. As broad as goals can be in real life. Ties. Try to think about some people that you know. If you tell me you have a sister named Abigail, and she works at a fast food restaurant in Brooklyn, fine. She'll probably come up sometime, you know? Like, anything you give me, I'll take that, I'll chew it, and I'll regurgitate some fun ties for you. Like, I'm going to use them.
Actually, that brings up an interesting question. Yes. On the Earth that we're on, where on Earth are we on?
Since you're the normie, I feel like wherever you want to be.
Okay, you know, let me think about that a little bit.
I was thinking like New York or California would be fine. We could always do it in good old Houston, where we are from. But as the setting is going to change often, I'm not too worried about it. So you can have some agency in that.
Okay.
If you want to be a delivery driver in a specific place. Because I feel like your character is very...
It's local. He's a local boy.
Yeah, so I feel like it's very important for your character, so I want you to be able to make the feel that you want, you know.
Gotcha.
Also,
I'll start researching on Google. which city in the U.S. has good delivery stuff?
The best delivery drivers in the world.
No, I'm going for the worst.
Oh, okay. That's funny. Ohio. I didn't think I was going to run again. Ohio. Florida. Yeah, he showed up, methed out, and threw an alligator through my window.
I'm just gonna say this.
No stars.
Say this. My character is not gonna be Florida Man.
Okay.
I'm just putting that out there. I am not playing Florida Man.
Damn.
Florida Man's a cryptid in his own right.
I love the idea.
Florida Man has much better stats than the ones I rolled already.
That's true. I liked the idea that you were a meth delivering, stuffed full of an alligator. You throw an alligator full of meth through the window.
He works for some dude who's bald, wears a black hat, sunglasses, has a goatee.
Collects tigers.
Yeah.
So the last two steps here were pretty much done. So relationships is the last part of that. That's just stuff to think about. Who you know, maybe how you know each other. You can think about that. If at all, I do like the idea of you guys meeting Michael during some nonsense. That's fun. That's kind of how I pictured it when I realized he was a normie, which I think is great. The last part, name and description. So you guys come up with those in your own time, and we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what you guys are called. If you have one, belt it out. But otherwise, don't worry about it. And so also, I'm pretty sure I want to use this optional rule that is on page 29. It's called Conviction. Whether it's luck, talent, or sheer determination, heroes often have something setting them apart from everyone else. So they're pretty much hero points. They're, fate points that you can spend to do cool stuff. They have specific things you can do. From dodge, recover, reroll, surge, and survive. Gary, this is similar to Warhammer, the Warhammer game, how you could spend stuff to not die, but it's a permanent expenditure.
Yes.
You can only spend one per round, and you have, I think, yes. So all of you start off with 3, and you might get more as you level up. Very slowly. You don't get much. You literally have 3 and they don't come back. So these are hey, burn in case of emergency kind of points.
And what are they called?
Conviction.
Conviction. All right, I'm going to put those on my persona page, I guess.
Yeah.
One sec. There might be a thing here. Yep. Hey, Gary, watch out. I got it for you. Here, let me touch your character sheet for a second.
Okay.
It's on the front of your page now.
Hey, there you go. It's about to add it.
I can do that for everyone. All right, so your character sheet's going to move. It's just me. Let me.
Oh
Click
wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I.
Holy smoke! I'm convicted.
Yeah.
I mean, I have convicted.
I saw this section earlier where you can change people's like what shows on a character sheet, and I wasn't sure what it was for, but now conviction, boom, that was one of the things you could turn on and off.
Money currency, I just added to mine also.
Yeah, so on the little cogwheel you can turn on different like trackers on your character sheet, so it's kind of customizable. It's actually fire, like it's hot fire. I like this character sheet. So
Nice.
that's character creation, guys. We did it. And I fucking love what I am seeing. I am so thrilled. So now, probably my favorite part of session 0, wish list time. You can tell me anything from kinds of places you want to visit, whether it be pirate dimensions or, France. You can tell me things you would like to do, from robbing a bank to going to a nightclub. Anything and everything is on the table. Just kind of like no idea is stupid. This is like improv rules. We'll never say no, and we're just going to try and see what clicks, Ohio. That touches on inside joke I have with a coworker from there. That's funny. Maybe we were right. Maybe they do have the worst delivery drivers.
That's their inside joke.
But yeah, Gary, you got any wish list?
So I think I would like to come across a source of magic during the game.
Okay.
And maybe that source of magic changes the entire world.
Okay. Yeah, also, you guys can say stuff that can potentially impact the entire story I'm writing, and that's fine. I'm here for it.
We definitely, Mr. Kapow is a driver, so we're definitely going to need some car chases, some foot chases, and that means we're going to need to do some parallel story stuff also if we're doing foot chases.
Yeah, age system is great for parallel storytelling, so I'm excited. So yeah, car and foot chases.
Any dimensions that anybody has, like, they want to see?
I think Robert wants to go fuck some trees. I'm gonna put that down.
Whatever universe Groot's from, like
Fuckable
let's
trees.
do that. That's great.
You know what? At this point, because with the group makeup we have, and the fact that it's going to be dimension hopping and all that stuff, it'd be really interesting to put in some elements of SCPs.
Interesting. Okay.
Or have you ever seen a show called? I think it's called Door. It was a sci-fi miniseries.
No. Maybe I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. I think it's called The Door or the Key. Basically, the main character has a key that lets him into a extra dimensional motel room. When he opens the door again, wherever he wants to go, he thinks of it's there.
Okay. So there's a character in Lock and Key that can do that as well.
You made me that inspired me a little bit, Mr. Kapow. How's about, instead of, I'm imagining the portals being like stargates sometimes, but how's about some portals that are like a surprise?
Yeah.
Like secret portals and trick portals, like having to go through a wardrobe through a creepy old house or something first just to find the portal.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, I just found the name of the show. It's actually I was totally wrong. The show is called The Lost Room.
Lost Room.
Yeah.
That could be cool. Yeah. No. A like limbo room kind of thing.
Yeah. And
Slash.
for my character specifically, I kind of want him to go on that kind of hero's journey where he has to get over his fears, his worries, and all that stuff, and just kind of slowly rise to occasion. Because I am planning on kind of the first few games with all the the weird stuff going on, he's gonna be like, get me out of here, I want to go home. Deal.
Yeah, no, I love character growth. Absolutely.
I see my character's archetype more as being the guy who is stuck with these two, or maybe just stuck with Michael's character, but Robert's character is more valuable with knowledge and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what Robert's character's combat prowess is.
I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
Our current party makeup is essentially we're an adult version of Mighty Max.
I love Mighty Max.
I love Mighty Max.
Oh my god, I had all the Mighty
Robert,
all the Mighty
Virgil, you're Norman, and I'm Max.
This is dope.
That is dope. We accidentally made Mighty Max.
I see Robert looking up Mighty Max, and you even have the fucking hat on right now too, which is just ace.
Robert is younger. It might have been.
Yeah, and I did just Google that.
Yeah, I had the volcano playset.
So did I.
Good times.
Dang.
Good times.
Dang.
Yeah, it was Polly Pocket for boys.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I wish Mighty Max was still around. I would buy that for other people's kids.
Oh, they should reboot that. Honestly, if they reboot anything, that's something they should reboot.
I would love Mighty Max.
You
Yeah, that
are
could be our
not
Kevin Smith moment where we bring back Mighty Max.
I'm not even joking. That would be awesome. I'd have a lot of fun designing those tiny miniatures.
I would do it, man. I would do it.
Oh, you can use those miniatures as, game sets now.
No,
Those
shut
are
up. You
perfect.
could make a Mighty Max role-playing game. Shut up right now.
I'm excited.
Man.
We just turned Modern Age into Mighty Max to TTRPG.
I'm gonna turn off the stream. Everybody, forget what you heard.
Take down the YouTube video. No, the funny thing about this, Michael, is that the age people, the Green Ronin guys, are actually looking for more people to do some age hacks and do some more age systems and kind of get the age content coming to life. So really, doing a Mighty Max themed campaign and then turning it into a small supplement, selling that for $15, they would probably put it on their store in a digital form. They're trying to figure out how, they want more content.
Yeah.
No
Let's make some money.
promises.
Make some
Yeah.
money.
No promises, but we could make some money.
No, I do love Mighty Max. So I'm gonna write Mighty Max as a wish list.
I'm honestly thinking of naming my character Max now.
Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so are there any activities you guys want, you want to have an all-out death brawl in Corn Maze? Seriously, literally anything. You guys want to have a gunfight on a roller coaster, now's your time to tell me. I am going to quickly write down gunfight on a roller coaster.
I was going to say both of those sound good. Deathmatch in a corn maze and gunfight on a roller coaster both sound good.
Oh my god. I'd like to have some elements of crowd control, some sort of an audience or a group of people that have to be managed. I don't know in what way, but I think not just having small group engagements, but even us, even with a neutral or opposing or allied group or larger audience would be cool. I don't know how to handle that, but
so doing something in front of normies that you have to keep safe.
And yes, then managing the temperament of this larger group of people, they may turn against you or their actions might affect something that you're trying to do, keeping an eye on the greater group.
I wrote down civilian danger / mobs.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
That's also,
I like that.
For my character specifically, I'd like some occult stuff. I don't know, this is literally my worst nightmare, but something haunting me or something like that. I don't know. Some artifact I touched I really shouldn't have touched or something to that effect that might come back to get me or something. That'd be fun.
Mind if I throw in a suggestion?
Yes.
One of the opposing forces that we have to deal with is the Fae.
It is. You could be Fae touched.
Oh.
And with your character background, maybe you stuck your willy where you shouldn't have.
Oh man. Maybe he touched the Fae.
For the okay, look, for everyone watching, for the record, I am not fucking trees. I chose etiquette, okay? I chose etiquette.
You're
all
gonna
right?
first woo the tree before.
I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
I
right.
took them out
Yeah.
for dinner first.
First, you pull out
Okay.
the chair for the tree, and then you push the chair back in, and then you fuck the tree.
No, first I pull the
Essentially.
chair out for the tree,
Essentially.
and then I move the chair and squat behind the tree, and the tree sits down, and that's how it happens. It's great. Oh my gosh.
I was also thinking if we have one of the BBEGs is inspired by Tim Curry's voice.
Oh.
He voiced Skullmaster from the original Mighty Max cartoon.
Did he?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I
Back in those
do.
days, he did a lot of voice work.
He did a lot
He
of
was
voice
also
work.
Kilokon
Mhm.
in Superhuman Samurai Cyberforce.
He did Doctor something in Gargoyles as well.
So I might regret this request,
Uh-huh.
but a big bad evil guy
Okay.
who, when we get to him, I mean, I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but when we get to him, things aren't what they seem. Whether we get dropped down a pit or it's a plant or something and it's somebody else in his place, a big bad evil guy who's a few steps ahead of us for a while throughout the campaign.
Okay, so you do want an overarching, like, hey, that
At
guy.
least not throughout the entire campaign. I don't want him to be bad from level 1 and bad to level 30. But I think a good arc of the campaign would be a repeating villain who is more powerful than us, that we are constantly a few steps behind and falling for some of his tricks.
Yeah.
And maybe we're not falling for the tricks.
So
We'll see.
early seasons of Supernatural with Lucifer.
The red eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yellow eye. The yellow eye demon, yeah. Oh no. He pulls a chair out for the tree and it screams because the chair is made from its cousin.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry that the inside joke has become Robert having sex with trees. I'm sorry, Robert.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
You know what? I might just go back and make it, seduction. At this point, it's kind of just stuck. Whatever.
Yeah,
funny.
make sure to tweet at us with hashtag Robert fucks trees.
Okay. First off, I don't have a Twitter, so
He doesn't have a Twitter.
Second off,
No harm,
second
no
off,
foul.
please don't do that. That'd be horrible.
Oh yeah. So as you guys make sure if you come up with anything, let me know. I am gonna press this button. So we're gonna close the access to the giveaway, and we are going to draw our winner. Yes. And boom.
Is it who I think it is?
Veggie Penguin has won our Modern Age giveaway, our first of many.
Congratulations, Avenging
Congratulations.
Penguin. Welcome to the show.
I will private message you later, get your details, and I will send you your redemption code.
I will tell you, if you want to get a head start, you'll have to make a free Green Ronin store account, because you'll have to add those things to your cart and then put out the code, and then it'll change to free. So you will have to start by making a Green Ronin store account.
And anyone else out there, you can press this link right here to get 5% off anything in the store and help us out at the same time.
That's right. You save money, Green Ronin gets money, we get money, everybody wins. Just please use the link. I mean, why not at this point, right?
I do like their idea, Gulliver's Travels, where there's like small worlds and big worlds, where like you guys are giants or you guys are tiny. Those are cool. Those could definitely happen. So yeah, do you guys have any other wish list ideas real quick?
Man, it's just with the multiverses, it's there's so many
There's so
things.
much.
I guess this one's very broad, but it may help you. The theory when you're directing or you're a cinematographer, and that every shot should be an artistic painting or picture, I think that our combats should try to be in really interesting places.
Cool. So you want interesting combat locales?
Yes, I'd really like the threat of the environment and us having to do something other than just punch the guy. Maybe you have to worry about running to the end of the blimp, or running to the right to stay on the blimp before you punch the guy, or you both
like
fall
the
off.
fight between Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi in Episode 3. Yeah.
Yes, and like when you and I have been playing Gang Beasts free on Game Pass, all of the maps in Gang Beasts are all
Fighting in a
interactive.
Laffy Taffy factory. Yeah.
Exactly.
I
So
got
you
you.
can throw somebody into the rollers of Laffy Taffy. Now you get what I'm saying.
No, I got you. Yeah, no, definitely. That's a good note. So I hope you guys enjoyed character creation. I hope you're as excited as I am. So this is Modern Age by Green Ronin. Specifically, we're going to be doing the Threefold setting. If you don't want to do interdimensional stuff, you can just do Modern Age, and you could play anything from crime detective stories to cyberpunk / Shadowrun feeling games. Check it out, greenroninpublishing.com. They do amazing stuff, including Minions and Masterminds, which is a superhero setting of renown in the community, and Dragon Age and The Expanse. They do all kinds of stuff. But yeah, so this game is going to be every other Friday, starting this Friday. So not next Friday, the Friday after that. We're going to be playing with rotating guests. But this is our main cast: Casualty, CDG, Mr. Kapow, and Robert. And so definitely come back, stay tuned, follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you haven't already. I have been Johananon, and I am at RockFact on Twitter.
I'm Casualty CDG, and you can find me at Casualty CDG. We're here every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. Central. And then every other Saturday, we do Fresh Out the Podcast. Also from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central. Catch us tomorrow night. We'll be talking about things like Ted Lasso and Netflix and Hulu. We talk about movies. I think Drew went and saw There Will Be Carnage. He said that there's a part where Carnage says, "There will be carnage." and Drew said that he knew that at that moment he was living his best life. So if you want to hear more of Drew's movie insights, follow us. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, we're on Podbean. That's Fresh Out the Podcast.
All right. I'm Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is at Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPAO. Or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my YouTube channel called Fantastic Tales of Adventure. And let's see here, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'm over on the Nat 20 Production channel, the Nat 20 Productions official. Or let's see, Tuesdays, it's 3:30 to 5:30. Or At the Table, where we talk about Pathfinder 2nd Edition Crunchy Rule stuff. And then Wednesdays, where we actually play Pathfinder 2nd Edition at 8 p.m. On our home game, Edge of Legend. And on Thursdays, I'm on the Toyzilla Network channel, where I co-host a show called Toyzilla Network, where I talk about the latest in toy news and a lot of fun nostalgia stuff. And just a little bit more.
Go on, yeah, get it.
October 9th, I am going to be interviewing Cricket Lay, the voice of Mai from Avatar: The Last Airbender, over on the Toyzilla Network for a Funko Pop signing. If you want to get one of those Funko Pops, just go to www.toyzilla.com and get yourself a pop, and we'll get it signed for you from the voice actor. It's at 2 p.m. October 9th. It's a Saturday, and sometime in October, I'll be launching a new horror-themed project. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Awesome.
That's it.
Tell her I say
All
hi.
right. And I'm Robert at Pending. Hide your kids, hide your trees.
Robert, I don't know if you knew yet, but there was a Facebook comment on our video that said, "What's wrong? Why don't you leave those poor trees alone?" And so everyone on all of our platforms knows you now. You've really set the bar for yourself on this one.
You set it very high. Very high.
I'm the tree guy. Great. That's just
You
awesome.
don't have to be the tree guy. I'm not forcing your hand.
I mean, the people have spoken.
Thank you so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow to watch us do our podcast live. And have a great week. Love you guys.
Bye.